Kips clip.
Tonight at 11.
Doom! It's a plan! And I'm angry! I'm not a slave! I've broken the conditioning! It doesn't work on me! I'm primitive, I'm real, I know the enemy, and if we can have this spirit of normal humanity spread, it's over for the globalist! Break the conditioning now! Excuse me.
This is not the Infowars Nightly News, where the answer to 1984 is not $19.95 plus shipping and handling, but the answer is to try and understand the double-barrel bullcrap, the doublespeak, and the Orwellian wonderland we now find ourselves in. So sit back and relax as I take you through a real alternative look at the news and so-called alternative media alike. Enjoy.
Kips clips.
Alrighty YouTube, another one of Kips Clips, and welcome to not the Infowars Nightly News. The original and only alternative look at the alternative media. Skeptical about the skeptics, and keep a watch on the so-called Watchmen. So thanks for joining. Tonight's going to be a Russell Brand Mayday special. Come in. I say Captain Robinson there. I'm getting all sorts of stuff mixed up. Will Robinson, Mayday. Making my own shit up as well. Why not? But the alarm bells went off for me and Russell Brand the second that he reared his ugly head above the parapet and stopped trying to just be a genuine beta male alpha shagger. Does that make any sense? Oh, I've got skinny jeans. I may have a vagina and I get sex with women. That kind of dude. Except he was kind of launched as the beta test of the beta alpha male type. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But anyway, a wronging a million and one ways from Sunday. Jesus, she just calls for a revolution. Tells you not to vote. The swelling of support for this guy at the time, the overwhelming support for him, everybody just falling down. Oh wow, King Russell, he's on the BBC saying this stuff. You could see the tractor beam. You could see the tractor beam he was using from 4 years ago. And fast forward to today, he's now coming out with some new shit, so we will definitely get into that. So, thanks for joining, not the Infowars Nightly News. Be starting off with a wee song in a second after I've done the housekeeping. So, thanks to everybody that has joined. Feel free to stick a wee thumbs up, it is much appreciated. Also, if you do get any value from the shows or the clips I do, feel free to check out the PayPal and Patreon button. The Patreon allows you to make a monthly reoccurring donation from anything from £1 to $1 million. But again, it allows you to contribute anything that you can afford if you want to. If you feel you get any value from it, feel free to check them out. As I said, stick a thumbs up. It helps propagate the show, help me, help you propagate the show, help the show grow. There's a share button down there as well. Share it with friends, family, or even a foe, a Russell Brand fan that might want an alternative look at a different way of interpreting this character. Because that's all I believe he is. Maybe he's an individual, get him in a room, shift through the million and one different personalities he's got, get rid of all the women dripping off his dick, speak to him mano mano. Maybe an alright guy. But just allowing himself to get used as a propaganda tool and stuff, it shows weak will on his part, and a general scumbaggery, because he isn't what he purports to be. Anyway, I digress. So we'll bounce into the Russell Brand stuff. Here's his clip up here, which I'll be touching on first and foremost. But the fun don't stop there. Get hundreds of stuff to go into the night. Going to go into like before I bounce into the alternative look at the alternative media. I'm going to just touch on a few subjects about how best to explain this. The propaganda I talk about, the misdirection, the manufacturing of consent, the don't look over here, look over there bullcrap, the so-called alternative, independent, trust me because I'm on the internet media is led you down, and it allows political agendas to march on unchecked and without a harnessing or a garrising of objection against a political a particular political ideology. So I want to go into a few wee bits about that. This is going to touch on the legalese side of things, because at the moment Zionism, we've been focusing a lot on that. But again, Zionism isn't a standalone subject. It's something you can scratch beneath the surface of. And if you scratch beneath the surface of Zionism, you'll see all the same control mechanisms, characters turning up as you do in the Roman British Empire and the black nobility, if you follow all the way back to the pharaohs. Anyway, and somebody gave me into trouble the other day for misappropriating the chewing the fat thing. Maybe I'm just trying to make it my own, I don't know. I didn't get the rules from the Chewing the Fat people to use that, but anyway. So we'll be touching on a wee bit about that. The legalese perspective about where all the money goes to. Who signed over the authority of Palestine to the Zionist Federation? The Crown Corporation. It means it's dead. The Crown Corporation. And who gets a wee earner off of every dollar of tax collected in America? The Crown Corporation. So very interesting things to go down. A few other things that are going on which the alternative media steer you away from. The gatekeepers. I like to actually not only just go, who's the gatekeeper? Who's the gatekeeper? I heard that on another YouTube video. I thought I'd see it and look cool. I actually like to point out who the gatekeepers are, name them, and then show you the information and the intellectual debate that you should be having with yourself that I believe they are keeping you away from. Because I don't want you to believe me. I don't want you to believe Russell Brand. I want you, well, ideally, people would have all the information to debate with themselves to come to better, critical, thought-out solutions, opinions themselves, rather than listening to false messiahs, false idols, junkies and womanizers. Just my perspective. So bouncing into the Russell Brand stuff then, of course, we've got AMTV. Don't worry, it'll take me all of 2 seconds to expose this fucking shill. Literally 2 seconds. Get a few other things from Mike Rivero. I can't quite remember them, but the exact points. But it's just listening to his show and then sticking down a few timestamps of times where he contradicts himself from previous shows. The inconsistency of thought. Then his inconsistencies. Alex Jones speaks volumes. I will go into that later, man. I've got a few weird things to say on Alex Jones. Then we've got Tim Pool and We Are Change. The end of the YouTube ad apocalypse. They're actually sitting down and giving each other a blowjob under the table as they make a video clip. I kid you not. Stay tuned. You will see it. We Are New World Order. Yes, we're live reporting here from the war zone. Sargon, Zio Asgard. And Jungle Muppet. I always like to touch on that guy. He just makes me laugh with his lunacy. See, if I have a hard job feeling sane at the best of times. If I want to feel sane, I put on some Jungle Surfer. Whoa, baby man, don't I, mate? Whoa, I feel my feet just going like that. Boom! Sticking right to the ground, touch base. with Jungle Surf Nut. Anyway, so before we do that, I'm going to play a little tune. Share the link for this tune in the chat. Anybody want to go and check it out? Also as well, before I play the tune, I'll go and dip into the chat and say hello to everybody. Again, feel free. If I want to feel sane, I put on. Shut up, you. Feel free to stick a wee thumbs up if you do appreciate Not the Infowars Nightly News. As I said, the one and original alternative look at the alternative media. Skeptical about the skeptics and watch the so-called Watchmen. And feel free to support the bullcrap I do if you get any value from any of the shows or clips using the Patreon and PayPal buttons down below. Alrighty, Base, how you doing, my man, Matt? Committed escaper, gas mask in the evening, gents. Let me just change that. That will make things a wee bit easier for me. Your old Da, how you doing, my man? He was talking about meeting Russell Brand himself. Helicopter Pad, how you doing, my man? I used to think Brand was alright, but now I think he's a cunt. Good stuff, mate, good stuff. You've come in there. I promise you a revolution! Just vote for Labour! And we'll get into that in a wee second. Dear Safety Man, how you doing, my man? Blazing in the evening, your old dad, D-Walk, gas mask. Ratio Perfect, how you doing? John Welsh, Daniel Cook, your old dad, Blazing Safety Man. Always a hope in the evening, and Lopsum, how yous all doing? Thanks for joining, one and all. Now, just a wee easy slider into the show. I'm going to play a wee bit of a song. This is from Photo Via Pop. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a lady that's been on the Hangouts before. Scottish lass. I believe she's from... I don't know. I can't remember what neck of the wood. I think it's the opposite side of the country for me. But it's isn't that far when you stay in the Central Belt. But anyway. So she's been to Roslyn Chapel. Hooked up with a YouTuber over in America and stuff, put some lyrics and done a song together. So, like it or love it, it's beautiful when you see people coming together, being a wee bit of creative and putting some together and sticking it on the YouTubes and stuff. So I thought I'd break us in nice and gently tonight with a wee bit of a sing song. So enjoy.
He built himself a little kingdom, shook himself down with alchemy, lives in a ghost town alone. Watch the sad king take his throne. A bird descends on the sea. Bird transforms into a man, a beggar. The king wants to play a game of chess with the beggar. Now he is the king's pawn. We're stuck inside the king's chamber, echo chamber.
Kingdom is a mess, bread and circus and a black
there's a mess.
Red and circus and a bloody show. Distract the peasants, yeah, we all know. All the king's horses, all the king's men knew the king was lying there. The emperor wears no clothes. Red and circus and a bloody show. Distract the peasants, yeah, we all know.
So there you go, hopefully you enjoyed that. That was cracking, man. I did enjoy that myself, man. So I'll stick a link for that in the chat. If you want to go and check it out, you've got the details on screen as well if you are watching after the fact. I just thought it'd be a nice wee tune to bring us in. And also down below the link I shared, you'll get a link for Steve Shine's YouTube channel and all the credits to the band and whatnot, as well as a wee lovely history list there if you want to go and check up a few historical points about a few of the locations: Stirling Castle, Edinburgh Castle and Rosslyn Chapel. Why that wasn't in the top of my head, I don't know. So I loved that wee tune, I thought it was nice. So now let's get on with the brandedness. I'll bounce into the chat, make sure I've not left anybody out, so just see if there's anybody else in the chat. Make sure I'm saying hi to everybody. There's Philos first. How you doing, my man? Scottish Ross, oh my god, what the fuck? Scottish John, how you doing, man? It was a nice tune. Hopefully he's got the link. I've got the link there if he's fancy it. FTW all day. What does FTW stand for? Fuck. I'm beat. I'm beat. Committed Escaper, Glorious Revolutionary, how you doing, my man? Tazzy in the evening, Taz. Safety man, how you doing, man? Scottish Ross. Helicopter Pad in the evening, so I've caught up with everybody. And there's Kujja, I don't know. Star69, I don't know. Wake Up Now, how you doing, my man? Oh my god. And there's Alan McVicker, how you doing, buddy? We need to get ourselves over to that Rosslyn Chapel sometime this year, mate. Definitely. Now, let's get on with the brandedness. And, in fact, sorry, before I get on with Russell Brand, because I want to also show you this. If this is for people, this is for people that are wanting to do something other than vote this general election. Whatever he's want to do, I don't know, man, right? I'm voting us, not them. A lot of people that watch my channel know the bull crap that I'm going to be trying to be doing. I set this up, I set this group up at the beginning of the year. When I had this in my mind, I didn't even know about the general election that would have been happening this year at the time. It was just generally trying to push the whole concept of every time they held an election, we do ones. Now, I'm like everybody else, man. I'm on a roller coaster of feelings and energy and stuff, man. So sometimes when I'm up here and I have these ideas, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you need gusts of wind, fucking gusts of energy to come in and help you do this stuff. And the actual general election being called has gave me some impetus to actually do this. Even if I do stand up, standing like a fucking myself, like a prick in the middle of George Square. Do you know what? I'll feel like less a prick standing in George Square than I will at my local polling station. So I'm taking a bit of the heat off that way. Get to speak to a lot more people though. But anyway, I've shared the link for this community. Vote us, not them. Anybody that wants to get involved in any way of sort of like doing stuff. Not just rocking up and clicking a fucking link and go, yeah, I like that good stuff. Like, physically doing stuff in the real world. You know, if anybody's interested in that, and I don't know if anybody is, you know, really doing stuff, links in the chat. Butter into that community. I'll happily make people moderators in there. Take the heat off me, and aye, it would be good. So butter into that. Where was I going with this? Aye, Russell Brand back in the day. This was 3-4 years ago with his Brand X. Mike Rivero always says, I leave symbols for the symbol-minded. Well, I don't. I think symbols speak volumes. I think the hidden language that people speak to each other that we're unaware of is very real. And you're a fool to discount all these symbols and signs that come up repetitively by the same characters to convey a message. Now, what that message is, who's putting those thingies there, it's up for you to find out, man. Because the answer isn't, the Illuminati! Boom! Right? Well, I don't know, maybe it is, that's up for you to decide. But the answer's far more complicated. Complex. The Illuminati. How to simplify a complex issue? The Illuminati. I mean, they simplify the most complex issues all the time to make it fucking so you can. Okay, it's just a big bad club of devil worshippers. But anyway, the symbol I'm talking about here is the Brand X, the O and the X. Shit, I should have actually done this, but I'll do it now. Why not? There is good... Fox 66? No, Fox 666. Just to show you how the numerology works, right? And in the numerology of the English alphabet as it stands right now, the F, the O and the X are represented by the 6, which means Fox is 666, but also another Kabbalah number is 66. Which is number of the fallen angel. Now in the Bible they talk about, it's translated a lot of times into what's the number of the beast, but they never talk about the mark of the beast. And if you interject a wee bit of Kabbalah esoteric knowledge onto that, and the numerology that exists in Kabbalah, the 66 is the fallen angel. Right, so it's down the lines of your Luciferianism, it's down the lines of your 322 and your skull and bones. 322 relates to Genesis, third shit, what is it? Third verse, second chapter. Shit, there's my door. I'm actually going to play the song again. Fuck it.
He built himself a little kingdom, shook himself down with alchemy. the sad king take his throne.
Sorry to interject, but aye, my door just went, so I'm going to be like just 2 minutes. I'm going to play this tune again, then I'll get battered right back in. But stay tuned, because there is a lot of meat on the bones to this Russell Brand stuff. And I'm not going anywhere, I'm just going to play this amazing tune again. And I can sit and chill for 5 minutes, and then I'll be more ready than ever, Freddy. So enjoy.
A bird descends on the city. The bird transforms into a man, a beggar.
The king wants to play a game of chess
With the beggar, now he gives the king's pawn. We're stuck inside the king's chamber, echo chamber.
The pawn beat the king in a game of chess. Now the kingdom is a mess. Bread and circus and a bloody show. Distract the peasants, yeah, we all know. All the king's horses, all the king's men knew the king was lying here.
The emperor wears no clothes. King depends upon the poor man to win his game of war. Lives in a ghost town alone. Watch the new king take his throne.
The pawn beat the king in a game of chess. Now the kingdom is a mess. Bread and circus and a bloody show. Distract the peasants, yeah, we all know. All the king's horses, all the king's men knew the king was lying here.
The emperor wears no clothes.
Bread and circus and a bloody show. Distract the peasants, yeah, we all know.
And the king, beggar.
Beautiful, and we're back in the room. If I can remember to push the button right. Right, what other button am I looking for now? So there we go. Oh shit. Right, aye. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Sorry, my door went and I had to go and do a wee thing there. So, the point I was making was the O and the X, the 66. Go and look into your Kabbalah. Now, you can give as much or as little weight to this stuff as you like. I think it's an important part of the puzzle, not the whole puzzle, not a small part. It's an important part to understand. For me, it has been along my journey. I mean, to understand the stuff that's getting presented to you, you have to. I found it very valuable to dip into the esoteric meanings of things, and again, even just go and look into the what the meaning occult means, and what esoteric knowledge means. These words commonly make people's there we go. These words commonly make people's arseholes go like that, because we've been pre-programmed with demons and goblins and devils and fairies and Peter Pans. When occult just means hidden, and this is the way I've understood it, and I know that you can get semantic. Funnily enough, I was speaking to Daiz the other day, and just talking about a movie, and I'm like, I don't even know how to pronounce this, and still don't even know how to pronounce it. It's one of those words I can't pronounce. Oculus, that's it. I'm getting better at Oculus. It's a film called Oculus, a scary movie. It was actually quite scary. I enjoyed it. But Daiz was like, aye, that means the eye. That's where the word occult came from. I didn't look into the etymology of the word any more than that, but an interesting route to go down. So, in the evening, one and all, man, sorry, Matt, all over the place a wee bit. There's Steve Shine. There you go, man. There's the man himself. So, that good effort, mate. Loved that shit. I loved the lyrics and stuff, man. And I hate saying that. I hate saying this to people that have wrote music and done pieces, because I'm not a musician myself. So I don't mean this as an insult. It's meant as the biggest compliment. But the guitar riffs and all that, I was feeling like a Queen vibe. Or just power. It was really nice, man. And then with a Scottish accent in the background as well. See, that kind of music where has to be a woman, I don't know what it is. A woman's Scottish accent. In fact, I do know what it is. I do know where it comes from anyway. It comes from Highlander, the pre-programming of Highlander when I was younger. So, etymology. Thanks, Mum. My God. I can't even speak. How the hell am I here? Anyway, let's get battered into Russell Brand. The whole reason we're here. And let's listen. Oh shit, man, I can't keep a train of thought. I was showing you the Russell Brand and the Brand X, the O and the X, right? The 66, the Kabbalic number. Now, this manifests itself in many, many, many different forums. And tracing what it actually genuinely means will take you on a never-ending fucking story, right? It will. That's the magic. It's the magic. There's always somebody that knows more than you to explain what it really means. When it doesn't really mean anything. It's just a fucking O, and it's just an X. Look, I'm Illuminati now because I'm doing hand signals. But there's Russell Brand's Brand X back in the day. Now, I can remember going into this at the time because it was an alarm bell for me. Not so much what he was doing. He's just a useful idiot, tool, moron that's been picked up along the way, moulded, tavistocked and sent out the other end to do somebody else's bidding. But when you look at the branding, the companies, the production companies and all that, these little names that mean nothing but mean a lot. Again, it's occultist. It's hidden. It's not occult knowledge, because occult knowledge is hidden knowledge. This isn't so much hidden knowledge as in hidden gang signs, but the gang sign itself is hidden knowledge because you need to know the knowledge to see it. Go to George Square, Glasgow, and what number is X in Roman numerals? Is it 10 or 5? I can't remember. Oh, it's 10. But anyway, you get the X and the O on a building in Glasgow city centre. All the rest of them just get numbers, English numbers. This has got the Roman numerals. And then you in a circle around it. The O and the X, the 66. There's Brand X. Russell Brand, Brand X. Here's a Celtic cross. Go and put a date on that bad boy. Can you see the O? Can you see the X? Right. And splitting hairs, but again, go and look into scratch beneath the surface of these wee things a wee bit more. Go and look into a Presbyterian cross, which is typically well, again, look at the same thing will come up for a Celtic cross as a Presbyterian cross. A lot of people misinterpret both of them. Go and check them out, their origins, where they came from, right? But again, what I'm suggesting is there's occult knowledge in that, and having there's occult knowledge hidden in that, and having esoteric knowledge allows you to read it. It's like a secret language, and I believe I've got a ball here, if that fucking fingernail of a ball here of this knowledge, and it allows you to see. You can see their gang signs. It's like, go and ask anybody to explain why there's a big Egyptian obelisk outside the White House. Ask anybody. They will never say anything that makes any sense in the cold light of day, because that is occult knowledge. Why is there an obelisk in Glasgow Green? Why is there 1, 2, 3, I think, down in London? Why is there a few in France? Dotted all over these areas. Presbyterian cross, there's a real good way of seeing sort of a hidden knowledge in one sort of a symbol. Let's get the cross, the pulpit, the dove, the fish, the cup, the fire, the book, the Trinity, all in one, and that's the Presbyterian cross. Or something that represents, what's that, the Presbyterian Church of the United States. Look at the amount of shit that's hidden in that. And then there's Brand X. So let's hear what he's now saying. Let me think about the time frame here. Shit, I did have that up, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Go and look at the video I done earlier on. Below that, I've got all the links. Every single one of the links to the videos I've done on Russell Brand 4 years ago. Like 4 and 3 years ago, when this character was still floating about. Then he's went to ground recently, right? See if you can notice a difference.
Hello, Russell Brand here. You remember me. I'm the man that said don't vote.
Yeah, they shouldn't vote.
And then a little while later I said do vote. You've got to vote Labour. And
oh man, sorry, I just get distracted by the chat there a wee bit. And I don't know, man, it's a trend, innit? People are talking to the chat, it's a good thing. Billy, your brother, how you doing? The obelisks are flick symbols. Ah, see, that's why you can't do it. You'd be here all day just engaging with the chat. Not that because I love all this stuff, man. I'll need to do actually just a Q&A. I'll do that at some point, man. That would be good fun, actually. You know how just a rolling stream of consciousness or just discussion about what's happening in the chat, bringing certain things up and going into it. Even the Christian cross, if you get make a cube out of a bit of paper, dismantle it, roll it out into one piece, if you get me, you get a cross. I mean, the pi, the word pi, 3.14 mirrored. Man, the stuff that's hidden out there, and the occult and esoteric knowledge, and when people use the analogy of a rabbit hole, right? And rabbit holes are never ending, and occult and esoteric knowledge is never ending, and the horrible thing, and this is the thing about Ponzi schemes, because the esoteric and occult knowledge is just as it's a fractal. I mean, I love that, man. It's a fractal. What's the other? It's a fractal of what's happening elsewhere, in the control system. It really is, but anyway, let's try and get you Russell Brand. I talk too much shite, getting all hyper and shit. Anyway, let's do that. Hello there, Russell. How you doing, my friend? If I get any, what I do, man? Hello, Russell. Hello, Russell. Hello, Russell. And who are you tonight?
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
Yeah! Hello, Russell Bland, aka Captain Planet. He's going to save us all by telling us how to vote. Literally. I mean, wait till you see this. I watched Idiocracy again umpteenth time last night, and every time I'm watching it, I'm just like, I can see the programming. It makes my head ache. I think it dumbs me down a bit. Maybe I should stop watching it.
Hello, Russell Brand here. You remember me. I'm the man that said don't vote.
Yeah, they shouldn't vote.
And then a little while later I said do vote. You've got to vote Labour. And now, having been at university for one term...
Right, come on. This is why this medium's so beautiful, because right now, out there, if you don't suspend disbelief, you're just like, oh look! You're like Homer Simpson, your wee monkey's like that. But people that don't suspend disbelief are not like that. He's been away at university for a year. Tommy Robinson, he went to jail for a year, didn't he? Shit, man, I shouldn't really throw stones. But anyway, my sceptical head with these mass culture creating bastards that are getting offered up to us now as the YouTube Trevor McDonalds of our day. Yes, that's right. Russell Brand and Tommy Robinson are the modern day Trevor McDonalds of our time. Because back in the day, Trevor, oh, we little black man turning up on the Channel 3. Oh, he wouldn't lie to us. He's almost a slave. He's fucking black. Now, you might think that's funny and hilarious and just disregard what I said there, right? But what I've said there is comedy dressing up a really serious thing that I wouldn't be able to address without comedy. Think about what I just said there, and I think it's genuinely true. The way that they use these characters as manipulators. You know what I mean? Margaret Thatcher hiding behind her vagina. Trevor McDonald hid behind his blackness. You can't call that guy a shill. He's black. You're a racist. Do you know what I mean? Just like and all the house niggers. You know where I got that saying from before I started saying it? You propagate stuff and people pick up on it. I first heard that word getting used on the Alex Jones show. That's where I first ever heard that saying, an explanation of what it was. Because hearing that term, white man who's saying that word, back in the day before I'd loosened up a bit, now words don't scare me, man, honestly. Words should not scare you. The only thing they've got to imprison you with is other words back. And if you know yourself and can explain yourself and give context to every word that you use, you're good. Anyway, sorry, ISO. Like everybody else's wee brains, like, look at this. Everybody else is like, right, he's been away for a year getting programmed by Tavistock. See if you can see him any different. They've drained all the comedy out of him because he could be funny and he could be funny. He could be amusing. I think that's the best way to explain it. For me, he was amusing. Like a crazy dog, you could put him in a cage and watch him.
I'm here with a new message. It's register to vote. Are you
Man! These have like, I mean, like, honestly. Wait, hold on, I need to do this. Why not? Cause fucking hell, man.
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
I mean, if no, somebody's going to save the planet, it's fucking Russell Brand! Right, I'm glad to see these things are actually getting. No, honestly, I don't look at reviews of my videos and I want everybody to hate my shit because it's all about, you know what I mean? Of course, it's nice to fucking see actually engage. In fact, a thumbs down, it's not as good as a thumbs up, but it's better than no thumbs at all. It's engagement. But what I wanted to show you, how can I do this without just slowing this shit down? Right, there's going to be some audio leakage. I'll do 4 at a time. Right, that ain't the shit. Oh god, that's going to fucking look. I'm hypnotising you. Oh no, because do you know what I'm really proud of? Fucking hell, man. Do you believe it or not? That's actually the same place. Try to a wee lick of paint and some shit. I'm going to miss this place, man. What I'm proud of is the titles and the points that I'm trying to marry. I really am. And also the time frame as well. Because it isn't like, even back then it was kind of, everybody was talking about Russell Brand. He just came out and bukakied all over the truth movement. And everybody was up his wee fucking Pied Piper shitter going... sucking in as much shite as they could. Sucking in shite! They were just sucking it all in. Not everybody, but the vast majority of people out there. And then what happens is, when you get the majority of people fucking following some cunt, all the fucking Kev Bakers of the world, fucking side with these bastards. You know what I mean? And that's where they get their power from. And again, it's just like, well, I don't know. I'm trying to think what the reason it is. It's to try and say, well, I don't know. Is there very many people on the YouTubes you could point to their videos that many years ago and they're still like, the stuff that they were current on about back then is... Nah, I think that's just my universe, that the same stuff is still important. Not everybody's universe is the same. But anyway... Fucking 4 years ago, right? And I'd imagine that's why I was looking at the engagement of the other one. I'd love to. My recent video will never get that amount of views, right? And the reason is because YouTube's changed all the way that they cross promote. Back then, you stuck Russell Brand in your title. Your video would go in the Russell Brand fucking pile, and because Russell Brand was getting talked about heavily there, you would get a lot of new traffic to your channel. Oh, what a bad man! Oh, I'm so bad! I mean, imagine actually having courage and thinking the shit that you're saying is maybe worth other people listening to! Oh! You see how they... this is something that I used to deal with and still deal with to a certain extent. The psychological bullcrap that they load you up with that make you defeated before you even fucking try and take these bastards on. They try and shut you down mentally before they try and shut you down on the YouTubes. It's called psyching the other person out. You know what I mean? And unless you can actually see through that shit and go, right, hold on a sec. Right, that person's calling me something, but I know I'm not. Let's get on with shit. And try and... I don't know. Anyway. So, this is this is what I was saying back in the day. And it stands true right now. The controlled revolution, right, That's the controlled revolution, right? Talking about that back in 2013. Do you know what the controlled revolution's manifested itself into? The alt-right, the alternative media. And back then, I was marrying Russell Brand and the controlled revolution. Right? So call me crazy to even have more courage in my convictions today than I had back then, when you look back then, it's kind of what I'm saying is playing out. Revolution, because this was when I was talking a lot about the controlled revolution, because what was happening right there and then was, again, there was another stick of dynamite flung in the flux capacitor to get everybody mobilised. You could see it happening. Everybody, Antifa wasn't even about there, but everybody was grabbing an anonymous mask. I was fucking, I don't know, being angry at all the culture creators I could see. And then we need to look at the French Revolution to see why we should not follow Russell Brand. Go listen to that, that's crazy, man. I'm listening back to that and I'm like, wow, I'm actually learning something back. I'm learning something today from myself back then, which is just, you know, that's weird. I'm in a different universe now than I was back then, but I'm learning stuff for myself back. Like, I disagree with a lot of it, but it's still crazy. It's really something weird to witness. Look at those cool glasses, like a pair of swimming goggles. These ones are well cooler. I'm just used to them. They're all as daft as the last fucking pair. Anyway, let's listen to Russell Brand, man. I talk too much, don't I?
You, like me, one of the 2.4 million people in this country who's not registered to vote and perhaps has never voted. I've never voted.
He's turned into a party fucking political broadcast! Can you hear this guy? I mean, seriously analyse what he's doing right now.
Now, at this election, I think it's important for us to...
I think it's... No.
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
That saves me all the time. I just need to know Captain Planet is there! Right, now, I know people... shit, I'm not even going to focus on that. I think it's important to actually analyse and listen closely to what's happening here. Listen to his own voice, right? See somebody that... Listen to Kev Baker, right? And I'm not kidding you on. See if some cunt can't even sound like they're convinced, got courage in their own convictions. How the fuck can they convince somebody else? Right, and unfortunately this still works on other people because of all the shiny, look how well produced it is, look at my flowing hair, look at my cool fucking satanic, no I'm not going to, stupid ass tattoos, and I've had more women than you. Listen to him say, and I think you should vote. It sounds like you can see his cock, you can hear his cock going like that, and turn into a vagina right there.
And now, at this election, I think it's important for us to participate because it's an opportunity, perhaps, for real change. So I'm going to show you now how simple it is to register to vote on this website, www.gov.uk. That's the government, but it just sounds like some bloke on a market.
Shit, I missed that, sorry.
And now,
I fucked it up. Where's his penis retracting moment? This is... Cut! Start again. Go, roll.
To vote. Are you, like me, one of the 2.4 million people in this country who's not registered to vote and perhaps has never voted? I've never voted. And now, at this election, I think it's important for us to participate because it's an opportunity, perhaps, for real change. So I'm going to show you now how simple it is to register to vote on this web.
Can you hear the insincerity in his fucking voice? Is it just me? And now he's going to do a fucking walkthrough for retards of how to put your X in a box. It doesn't matter who you vote for, just put your X in the government's box. Revolution! Long live the revolution! No, Now, I'm on my way down the polling station to vote for Labour. Fucking wanker! Fucking wanker! Do you know what? You know what? I actually forgot about this and I've even went off fucking complete track here by going into that, but I'll do it anyway. I'm sure I've got it here somewhere. Oh, aye. Organised as ever. Fuck Russell Brand! Right? Check the date out on this, man. Right? Now, these people are channeling the exact same thoughts I was feeling at the same time. And these bastards were lucky enough to meet this guy in the street and call him out for it. And wait till you see the little fucking fairy boy. Flibbity flabbity floo! I've ate a thesaurus, have you? And I know I'm misappropriating the chewing the fat thing yet again. But hold on, I need to share that with the folks, man. You just need to check that out.
He should not be on a station. Ask them how much they fucking pay him. Russell Brand, fuck you! You're no fucking place here, you're disgusting! Fuck all of you, and especially Russell fucking Brand! Fuck Russell Brand! Fuck you! Fuck off back to Miliband! Fuck back to Miliband! You're a turncoat!
That's hate speech against our Russell. Don't tell Russell to fuck you. He's all about hate fairies and shite.
Fucker! Seriously?
Sell me a book on revolution, Russell, and then tell us to vote Labour!
I bet you can hear me for fuck's sake, he's a prick! You are fucking
Oh look! They've got the fucking token Down syndrome. No Down syndrome. MS? I think it's MS. They've got the token MS sufferer fucking for Grange Hill. Oh! They had this poor lass. They wheeled this poor lass. Instead of giving this poor lassie a life which she wanted to live, they wheeled her out in Grange Hill. Then when she couldn't make it as an actress, for obvious fucking reasons, they rolled her out as a pop star last thing I heard. Then no, she was a comedian. Oh god. Oh look, they're holding Russell back. I would love. Let me check this out. What height's Russell Brand? Maybe square go. Depend if he had any minders round, like. Oh, go back to Miliband, you twat. Run away! Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So, you're not alone, you're not alone. If lots of people see Russell Brand's crap, now just watch.
Website www.gov.uk. That's the government, but it just sounds like some bloke on a market. Alright, Gov. So first of all, you go to where do you live? In my case, that would be England. And then you simply continue. Very easy so far, isn't it? What's your nationality? Oh dear. That includes English, Scottish, Welsh and Northern Irish. I'll be continuing because I'm British. What is your date of birth? You don't need to know my date of birth. Well, you can if you want. 4th of the 6th, 1975.
Go and start up a credit card under the name Russell Brand and use these details.
The example it gives is 31st of the 3rd, 1970 to make you not feel old.
This guy's comedian gold, don't you know?
I'm younger than example guy. Then you put in your full name. Russell Edward. Alright, grow up. Brand. Have you ever changed
I'm the most childish, ad hominem attacking motherfucker out here. And this guy thinks it's funny that his middle name is Edward. Nah, thought it was me.
Changed your name. I did used to be known as Lance.
That is actually him, isn't it? Man, remember those haircuts? I used to have a fucking side shed shit like that, man, I kid you not. Now, I don't know if this is just like a fake passport. It's a passport, but I really don't know the explanation of that, and I couldn't care less.
Excitement. What is your national insurance number? Where have I written that down? Ah, here it is. I'm not going to tell you that. But you
Why
know
not?
this, don't you? Do you? Go and find it out. It's really easy to find out your national insurance number.
Yes, slave! Don't you know your barcode? Oh, yes. Hold on. Don't you know your motherfucking barcode? Ah!
Your ass looks like about 150 pounds of chewed bubblegum, Miles, you know that? What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
Don't you know your fucking barcode?
Who the fuck said that?
Ah!
The very fucking godmother said it.
Ah!
You little scumbag! I got your name! I got your ass!
Ah!
You will not laugh! You will not cry! You will learn by the numbers! I will teach you!
I'll tell you my fucking... I'll tell you my barcode!
Is it? And then you put in your address or your postcode. One of the options is, I don't know what postcode to use. You're going to have to find out the answers to these questions if you're going to participate in democracy. Do you live at a second address?
My God! My God! You're going to have to learn your postcode, don't you know, if you want to participate in the democracy! This is a guy that was like doing pictures of Che Guevara. Like, what the fuck? Like, man! Trying to brand! Hold on, did I get that one? Russell the brand. I'm actually kind of proud of those fucking headlines. Nah, it's the names. To YouTube, another one of... God almighty, man, it's crazy looking at yourself a few years ago.
Clips.
Oh man, I'm going to show you that one. That's actually quite funny. I forgot I'd done that. I forgot I'd done this. It's fucking hilarious. And it's even more relevant today. Russell Brand, should we trust him? Rebranding himself as Che Guevara. This was... No, that's the wrong ones. Oh, that's the wrong ones. Where am I getting fucking all mixed up? Oh aye, Sky News now telling Russell the brand. It's like Brexit. It's a fucking soundbite. It just attach whatever you want to it. It doesn't mean anything. Hold on, I want to do that. I want you to watch this. This is real. This is audio leaked. Audio leak of Russell Brand. The trues must see. As you can see, it went down an absolute storm. People loved it. And I still... Is it bad laughing at your own jokes and stuff? Because I do find this shit funny. No, shut up about the clips, but watch this. This is fucking hilarious. If I do say so myself. What the fuck's going on? Shit. Fuck that up right proper.
I've got piles! Piles and money! I've got it coming out of my arse these days, ain't I?
See, he's get fucking piles of money. Anyway, I thought that was fucking hilarious back in the day. stick it in the chat if anybody actually wants to check it out. But anyways, what else we got on the blower? Oh right, oh, King Russell's going to tell us how to manufacture. King Russell's actually going to weave his wand and manufacture so many people's consent. In fact, look at this. Is that 4,108 people that have just went and gave their power to the government because of this cunt? Think about it, man.
No, I spend my time living in 2 homes. Yeah.
He's so fucking...
Yes, I'm a student with home and term time addresses. That's important. It's very important that students register to vote. It's a vital thing for young people. It's the main reason I'm doing this. Have you...
Yes, it's the main reason I'm doing this. It's a vital reason for young people to vote. Yes, because they're freshly moulded into the fucking... And God, man. I would be happier with under 18s voting. No. In fact, what age do they lose their innocence? Under 8 should be able to vote. Above 8, cut off for voting until you're 50. Oh no, I don't want to vote anyway. And I'm no in position to know anything about nothing to vote for anything. But I'd be happy with that.
Permanently moved out of another address in the last 12 months? No. Most people vote in person at a polling station, but if you prefer to vote by post, we can send you an application form. Do I vote in person? Is that going to be embarrassing or difficult for me? What are you going to do? What should I do? Should I vote in person? I'll vote in person. Let's face it, I like a bit of attention. So no, I prefer to vote in person. Continue. Check it.
Please get along to this video and thumbs it down. Don't let those numbers give this prick some sort of a... Man, there's enough fucking chunky Mark haters and all that. Surely we must be able to garner... Just... man, look, 1.3 million. Oh, man. He's devoted, like, 2 ball hairs of his life to YouTube and it's just, like, fault. And he's a cunt.
Your answers before sending your application. It gives you an opportunity to check it.
And he wears jeans with holes in it like that.
If you knowingly give false information, you could go to prison for up to 6 months or be fined. So do it properly. Don't put a pack of lies in there. They'd never put you in prison for 6 months for this. But don't do it anyway. Try and do this properly. Alright?
Yeah, don't give them any fake details, slave. Government want to know where you are. Register to vote. Because if you don't register to vote, they're not getting your consent. Imagine nobody registered to vote. Imagine. And we all... I was well prepared for that there. And we all vote in our election. I keep... During elections, my polling booth is a functional shoebox. With a cutout. I keep papers in. At the other times, during polling station days, it's my freedom box. Does that sound sexual? But aye, fucking vote us, not them. Don't participate in that little rat bag scam. Die, die, diddly, diddly, da, shag, women, doo, 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 now vote for me. That's pretty much what he's doing.
Accept in my application. Your application has been received. I've just, for the first time in my life, registered to vote. How long did that take me? Barely any time at all. Now, of course, we know that democracy needs major changes, particularly in controlling and curbing the influence of transnational corporations. And this kind of...
dude, including corporating... watered down, Tavistock, I am now your messiah leader bullshit. I wouldn't have a problem with taking him into the idiocracy and kicking him in the balls. Genuinely just kicking him right in the nuts. You can tell he's a fucking He's a Ken doll down there, man.
Of change may take a long time, so you need to decide as a young person or a person who's never voted before who it is that you should vote for. Will you vote for the Labour Party? Perhaps you're a student and wants to see tuition fees scrapped, one of their pledges. Or perhaps you're concerned about the environment and want to vote for the Green Party. That sounds like a sensible vote as well. Or maybe you'll vote for the Conservative Party because you like Theresa May's new groomed hairdo and look forward to Armageddon. It's up to you. Whichever one you choose is...
It's not a party political broadcast, anybody. No. He's purely independent. He's as independent as David Icke and Richie Allen. He's as independent as Alex Jones. He's as independent as CNN, BBC, Fox News. Now, do you notice a pattern here within all those names, and I could go on to a bigger list? Look who they criticise, who they call good, who they call bad, who they criticise, and you can see little clubs. You can see little agenda-driven based associations. Now, people do say, lots of people have said, more people may say, said they have. Cunts might say. I've probably forgot my point now. I have actually, man. I have genuinely forgot my point. Fuck it, it'll come back to me, man. Genius. So I knew exactly.
It's important that at this election...
Can I rewind my own hangout? Because I'll remember my train of thought. Is that too Spaceballs? Is that too much like Spaceballs? Hold on. Can we do some Spaceballs here? What was I thinking before I lost train of thought? Let's do some Spaceballs. Our election. I keep independent. If you haven't seen Spaceballs, make sure you watch it. One of the funniest movies of all time. I'd probably watch it now and see some sort of a fucking programming Jedi mind trick conspiracy or something. But back when I was a wee guy, I just laughed my Spaceballs off. But anyway, let's see. This is kind of Spaceball-like when you can actually rewind back. This is Spaceballs. He's as independent as David Icke and Richie Allen. He's as independent as Alex Jones. He's as independent as CNN, BBC, Fox News. Now, do you notice a pattern here within all those names, and I could go on to a bigger list? Look who they criticise, who they call good, who they call... remember! Thank you, Spaceballs. I rewinded my own live show. Ain't that beautiful? Technology, people, man. Get with the Matrix. Sync. And I've forgotten again. No. People will call you crazy for showing these associations and drawing conclusions, but they won't point out that this exact same methodology is used in courts of law to prove people guilty. Right? Look at the little girl that's propagated all over the YouTubes, and rightly so. It's a beautiful lesson to learn when she went and done a wee school project, the American presidents and all their blood relatives to all the black nobility of Europe. And that web of associations spoke volumes. All these links spoke volumes. And really, for me, it hit a point home, and maybe for others. So these sort of things, if somebody shuts down that kind of argument, they're shilling, in my opinion, if you're trying to be unbiased, a lot of the time they'll be shilling for the other side because you're attacking one of their messiahs or somebody on their team, when ultimately all you're doing is pointing out a web of association. Look at all these skull fuckers. Look at them all. The Truther Industrial Complex. Little Russell Brand, man. Like, he's dipped into both sides, hasn't he? He's double dipped. Not the first time this cunt's double dipped either, but definitely double dipping. Anyway. My God, right, we'll get away for the Spaceballs shit. Rewinding your own stuff. Thank you, Kip, for reminding me what the fuck I was talking about there. Actually, rewind back. That's just Spaceballs. Spaceballs. Shit, man. Spaceballs. That is Spaceballs. In the evening, anyway. So let's get back in. I think Russell Brand's spoke his bullshit. Or is he going to tell you how to stick your dick in Labour's throat?
You do use your vote wisely. If you're interested in change, you might want to look at this website, tactical2017.com, where it shows you who best to vote for in
Tactical 2017? Next thing that's coming off my head is Combat 18? What the fuck? Is it syllables these cunts use? Maybe it's just me.
your area if you want to bring about change. That sounds like a sensible way to make voting have some consequence. Of course, I've said in the past that voting is meaningless. Perhaps this is an opportunity for all of us together to make voting have some meaning. Good luck. Enjoy your democracy. I'm Russell Brand, just a comedian.
See what they hide behind. See what goes unquestioned. The democracy scam. 51% are fucking cunts with pitchforks telling 49% what to do. Cultural Marxism. Think about if you control the educational system and you kind of control the beliefs that kids and generations will grow up with. You're going to control the political landscape for a long time within a country. There's going to be no real debate. We're witnessing it. They'll give you false arguments to be had about arguing about crumbs, but you can never really argue about the scam, the creation of money. Who the fuck do we owe this money to? Show us the man. Show us the woman. In fact, show us a group of men. They can't. It's a fucking corporation. It's a fucking entity. Some cunts summoned the dead, called it the Bank of Scotland, the Bank of England, the Federal Reserve, and every cunt needs to pay homage to them. And if they screw you over, you can't rip their balls off or chop their head off. I want to go back to a world where people there's consequences for people's actions. For instance, central bank. A bank's owned by Mr. fucking Bank. Wank. Owned by Mr. Bank. Right. Okay. You look after my money, you house it, good stuff, you do this, no usury. Right, I'm not talking about usury, I'm talking about a bank, as in the scam that we're all sold banks on. Cool, go and lock my money away when I want it, and you can get X, Y, or Z for keeping my money. It's never going to happen. Anyway, let's get back into some more stuff, because I'm rambling on too much here. But beware the brand X, the O and the X, the ox, the bull, right? Ah, it's the devil! Ah, it's the devil! Bull! Right, the O and the X, the ox. You know what an ox is, don't you? Go and trace the etymology. Go. Oh, did I say it right? Did I say it right? The etymology. Oh, I love the grammar Nazis and stuff, man. You can't just ramble. Anyway, check the etymology of ox, see how far it goes back, right? The O and the X. The Celtic cross, the Presbyterian cross, the O is the O and the X, it's the 66. Go and look in at the 66 as relation to the Kabbalah. It's all different, but it is all but one. It's all the same message and symbols coming out through occult knowledge, and you have to have esoteric. You have to even open your mind to esoteric leanings. Doesn't make you a devil, no that. All these Bible bashing morons out there will keep you away from all this fucking wonderful stuff. And in my humble opinion, a greater understanding which relieves fear. It's ultimately for me where it started out about freedom and all that. And God, you have the freedom you exercise, to be honest with you. You need to be wise. You do. You are free if you want to be. It's crazy. I'm not saying we stay in a free world or there's a free system or anything like that. I'm saying individuals are as free as they act. but there's consequences and stuff. So you would love to live in a world that was more open to people that were free. Anyway, the Own the X, check that stuff out. All the rest of the bull crap, if you want to go and check it out, you'll get all the details. Down below, Messiah Complex, Che Guevara, World Tour 2013. David Icke, World Tour 2017. Talking shite, making you go around the circuses, buy their book every couple of years and go to their tours every couple of years while promise you freedom. Take you nowhere. Sound familiar? Messiah Complex, false Messiah. I don't know. It's just the stuff that pokes out at me. Really pokes out a million miles. Anyway, some of the stuff I wanted to get at the beginning of the show, and I didn't. And this is going to be a long one, but fuck it, why not? Let me see, if there's only two men and their dog watching, it might not be worth it, but right, you can go and check this out, and this is up to your own discernment, and anybody to come to any sort of a reasonable conclusion. It will take months of looking into this stuff, because it's a hard thing to get your head round, and just... Really, it's as hard as you make it, really. But it is complex because it's hard to believe, but it is as simple as it sounds. Through the legal system, not the lawful system, and the merger of maritime law, and this is just my best explanation. It's probably so inaccurate it's untrue. It's my best explanation. You used to... Oh, God. Fuck, it's a rabbit hole and a half. I really am trying to get a synopsis up here that's quick. Law. Question what law is. There's a difference between common law and natural law, and maritime law, corporate law, contract law. These are all different forms of law. You need to go and look into them to understand where they all come from, where people claim authority to have the power to enact through the acts these laws, but you need to go and check it out. But ultimately, it's really a very complex system of bullshit that nobody really understand, apart from the people at the top that understand. There is no understanding it. It's the unsolvable Rubik's Cube, but they keep telling you, just put that bit in place and it'll become clearer. Boom, 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 boom. The pyramidic system again. It's the same scam. Same pyramid scam, usury through a pyramid scam, money men, money changers. What do you call it? Go and check this out. People might find it hard to understand. Let's just read from this actually. Americans pay a percentage of their taxes to the Queen of England via the IRS, what's it called? The Inland Revenue Service? Is that what it's called in America? I don't know what it's called in America. The IRS is not an agency of the federal government. Now you can go and check this all out. This is when you get into your legalese and your understanding of what corporations are, how they've been created, who created them. They've been created by magicians manifesting corpses. Corporations, they're dead. Right? You want to kick Adidas in the balls. Adidas don't have a set of balls. They own lots of balls, but they don't have a set of fucking balls. You want to chop Adidas' head off? You can't. They've got too many mannequins. Like, I don't know what set of analogy. You can't kill a fucking corpse. Right? Let's say Pepsi deliberately went out and fucking started trying to take over the world and kill us all, and we all found out their real bad plan. Who the fuck do we kill to stop this shit? You can't. I know it's hard to comprehend, right? But it's not. If there isn't one person, human being, man, whatever you want to call it, held accountable, There is no liability. The liability lies in the magic tricks of paper. The liability lies in magic tricks of paper. Shit, I need to buy a new pad. It's an agency of the International Monetary Fund. You could go and argue, you could go and look into that. There's different ways of arguing it, 100 ways of Sunday, and they justify it in a million different ways as well. But ultimately what you're looking at is private entities owned by shadow front groups of fucking ball bags owning everything. Right? And when you trace this all back, it's the money men from the civilization which is an accepted history. That's what it is. Which is an agency of the United Nations. No law has ever been passed legalising the charging of income tax. The 1040 tax form is payment of a foreign tax to the King or Queen of England. And what you'll find is this was done in, 1718 something? Did they go into this? 1780... Oh, I don't know. Trying to impress people by remembering that shit, but let's see if I've got it even right. If I can find it. 1783. American citizens have been in financial servitude, bondage, slavery since 1783. Right, and this is the reality. This is the scam. It's not a scam going back 5 years, 10 years. Conservative Party, Labour Party, Zionism, British Empire. It goes back to the concept of money, the usury of money, and how you use this money. And go look at I showed that clip earlier on. It went to Rosalind Champo, the Knights Templars. The Knights Templars, the first international bankers, that on the front of the tin were Christians when Christendom outlawed usury. Oh man, when they fucking got together with the ancient Hebrews, the Jews, who usury had never been outlawed in the religion, so they were the money men. They knew how to fucking use an abacus to fuck you over, right? So it's not the Jews fucking you over, it's the joint entity. It's the combined fucking horribleness of the Knights Templars, who on the tin were Christian. In practice, people would say they weren't. Fucking ancient Hebrews who hooked up with them, Kabbalah and all that. Is that Judaism? On the surface they're Judaism, they're Jews, but behind it they're all fucking ooga booga bullshit. But they had the know-how of usury. And then you had a marriage made in heaven. So today when you point to Lord Rothschild, a white fucking banking fucking the richest, whitest English cunt you could find back then, banker bastard you could find back then, sitting in England when they set up the Zionist Federation. Is he a Zionist? Is he a Jew? What the fuck bull crap are these motherfuckers following? And it's irrelevant. But it's important to scratch beneath the surface of all these labels. Doesn't mean you can't use them. They're all descriptive words. Not to be able to say Jedi mind tricks the same way that you can't say the word nigger without people's arseholes puckering up. Or, oh, did 6 million Jews die? Holocaust, Hitler. How many people's arseholes are puckering all over fucking listening to that? That is through pre-programming, people, and that ain't healthy to open and honest discussions. And this is the legalese financial system bullcrap. Fucking April's the start of your year. April Fools is really the fucking new year. Crazy ass shit that we're living under. That makes me sound like a lunatic, and I hold my hands up. I feel mental. I feel crazy. I feel that I am enslaved to banking bastards. Call them whatever you want. I believe I am enslaved to cunts. and I'll attach any label I deem fit along that way as that label's fucking deemed fit. But don't call me anything other than somebody that has a problem with cunts, because that is all I am. Seriously, man, my fucking empathy is my downfall, man. All I do is spend my life worrying about others, and it fucking drives me insane. No use cunts out there, man. Fucking family and all that, man. Honestly, I'm just like... And I don't know whether it's to escape my own bullshit or whatever, man. Time will tell. But I'm going to worry myself. I'm Victor Meldrew, constantly fucking... I say I'm no happy unless I'm moaning. I'm just moaning all the time. So, anyway, I need this shite. I'll stick a link for this in the chat, because that's some important stuff. Yes, I've managed to bore most people off by this time. Anyway, so you need to check into the legalese stuff. The reason I wanted to kind of point out that as well is if you follow the money, like everybody says, you can put labels on and trace these political ideologies, these systems. They're all fractals of each other. Doesn't mean you can't call them out as individual, as individual systems, but they're all fractals of each other. And it's definitely worthwhile tracing the money. The money goes back to the Crown Corporation. The State of Israel goes back to the Crown Corporation. The Zionist Federation goes back to the Crown Corporation. The troubles in Northern Ireland go back to the Crown Corporation. Lots of worthwhile rabbit holes to go down.
Wounded Syrian rebel fighters in its hospital.
Now, in the same breath as I'm talking about the richest, whitest Jew they could find in Britannia back in the day when there were the Crown Corporation was signing the papers, the magic trick to hand over the right to that area of land. Fast forward to today, and let's look at the people that are actually running that fucking cunt tree.
There have been reports that Israel's been treating wounded...
He looks extremely fucking white to me. And he was the director of Mossad.
Syrian rebel fighters in its hospitals on the border, including fighters from Nusra Front, which is, of course, the Al-Qaeda proxy in Syria. Do those reports worry you that Israel's helping wounded Al-Qaeda-aligned fighters?
As I said before, in a different context.
Listen to his accent as well. Very, very important. And listen to elite douchebags. It's telling. Go and listen to Assad and all that, man. Anyway, listen to this guy's accent. He's English speaking, because I'm assuming he can speak fucking Hebrew crap as well. But very English accent.
Always useful also to deal with your enemies in a humane way. And I think that when you have people who are wounded and you can deal with them in a humane way, the considerations as to whether to take them in are not simply whether it's politically useful or whether it's politically
So it's purely humanitarian, you say? So there's no tactical or political strategic...
I didn't say there's no tactical. I said the main consideration, the immediate consideration is humane.
But the tactical issues involved, I mean, you know better than me the phrase blowback. You don't think there's going to be blowback against Israel if you get into bed with a group like Nusra Front?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be blowback.
Why?
Because...
It's like speaking to one of the English gentry, isn't it? And this is a former director, this is his director of Mossad, right? And this is things about F.E.A.R 2 years ago. Oh shit, please tell me I at least got some of this stuff up.
There have been reports that Israel's been treating wounded Syrian rebel fighters. Halevi, what outcome do you think the Israeli government...
A year ago, not 2 years ago. This was a year ago, right? And it's been pedantic, but it's the former head of Mossad, right? But he was the head of Mossad. Shit, I was looking for his fucking... Trying to get just a Mossad reference there when he quit Mossad. But anyway, the point is, like, Ephraim Harvey, right? Life and career. He was born in London. Right, so... Riddle me this, riddle me that. Why is everybody that's in fucking charge of the Zionist state all rich, white, fucking Europeans?
Wants to see in Syria.
It's almost as if they aren't as Jewish as they proclaim, isn't it?
A victory for Assad?
Or Jewish in the sense that they come from that area of the world genetically.
Or a victory for the rebels? Or is this Syrian civil war dragging on actually the best of both worlds for Israel because it neutralizes a threat on the country's border, as some would say it's useful, and it distracts attention from the Palestinian problem?
First of all, 6 successive Israeli prime ministers tried to get peace with Syria. 6 of them. And none of them was able to do this. Syria is the key to peace in the Middle East. It has always been Syria and not any other country. Secondly, I want to say very clearly that the problem in Syria today is not the Syrians. It's the external...
Shit, sorry.
I think that, unfortunately, the rules of the game in Syria are such that you can do anything that is not possible to be done anywhere else.
Yeah, I think people said that in Afghanistan too. Would you also treat Hezbollah fighters?
No.
ISIS fighters in Israeli hospitals, Hezbollah fighters not in Israeli hospitals. Now, this is coming from the former director of Mossad, the whitest, most English, gentlemanly sounding bastard you could ever see and hear. Nothing to see here.
I would not treat...
Have you not just contradicted what you told me
no,
60 seconds ago about humanely treating your enemies?
No. I think as far as Hezbollah fighters are concerned, with them we have a different account.
So let me be clear, you're happy to treat Al-Qaeda fighters, but not Hezbollah fighters?
We have a different account with Hezbollah. A
different account? Yes, they pay us more!
Totally different account. Because Hezbollah has carried out the type of actions against us which preclude us from going into what the Al-Qaeda has done. Al-Qaeda, to the best of my recollection, has up to now not attacked Israel.
But it's attacked your number one ally.
The director of Mossad has told you that Al-Qaeda has never attacked Israel. Cool figure, man.
Lion, protector and sponsor of the United States of America. There is a quote-unquote war on terror being going on for 15 years.
First of all, when it comes to fighting Al-Qaeda in intelligence and in other areas, yes, we are together with the United States on all these things.
Okay.
But Israel was not specifically targeted by Al-Qaeda, and therefore it's a different kind of account than we have with Hezbollah.
Thought that was interesting, food for thought. And as I said, you can see this guy, born in England, looks as fucking almost as white as me. Probably just as white as me, but he had a tan, the bastard. Go figure. I always think those are interesting points. Another wee interesting thing that's coming up right now. And again, I'm bringing this up because I want an alternative look at it. Because everywhere else you'll get... You'll like... shit. How can I... And again, I'm just saying this because this is my point of view, but... you'll get this, unfortunately, getting parroted a lot of places. Like, look, without being uber sceptical about it. And the first thing for me, like, is Oliver Stone. Just look at him as an individual. Did I actually get any of this stuff up? No, did I fuck? I think I thought to myself I could do it quite easy on the night. It'll be alright on the night. Aye, right. Right, okay. Right, cancel that shit. Just get a wee bit of Oliver Stone up. What I basically want to show you here is, again, a pattern. A pattern. That's right, I can remember it does. It comes and shows you all his films down the bottom here. That's kind of what I'm after there. Right, the pattern, right, and I'll tell you why over the time I've came to trying to explain it. Is just the greater pattern you see from all the information you take. A lot of people will put you off by saying, nah, well that you can't put all that together and come to that conclusion. You can put anything together and come to any conclusion you want. If you'd come to an honest conclusion, it's all good. Have faith and trust in yourself to come to better conclusions for yourself than anybody else in the world can. Sounds crazy. So look at the patterns. What really hit home to me for the patterns, and when I started expressing it like this so much, was after the DMT, and after actually, at the time I met Geometry, man. I was like, Geometry with fucking Megatron and Optimus Prime in my ears. Like I didn't microdose on DMT, man. Mega dosed on it, and I like zonked the fuck out. And what I met was Geometry. And as I met the Geometry, and as I was flying through the Geometry, it was just folding in on itself. And as it was folding, like the fractals, fractals fold in on themselves. But like it wasn't just 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional, it was like 4-dimensional fractals. And I was like, I know it's hard to explain. People that have been there will know exactly what I mean. Watch fucking Captain Slappy or something. What's it fucking called? One of the Marvel comic book films that's out there now. It's quite good, man. Doctor Strange or something. Doctor Strange. And that's what I met. Up to that point, I hadn't had such an overwhelming experience, but you had all the past experience. I mean, even Donald Duck in Mathematical Land. Beautiful place to start. Very easy to understand. Walt Disney's fucking done a cartoon for you. Go and watch Donald Duck in Mathematical Land. It'll teach you more maths than like more mathematical principles. Not math. 2 and 2 is 4. Woohoo! You know math. Oh, hold on. Actually, I got a cracking new fucking soundboard. Hold on.
Yay! Yay! I love chocolate pudding. That's great.
And math. I love chocolate pudding and math. 2 and 2 is 4. I love math. But Donald Duck in Mathematical Land, that'll teach you mathematical principles and what the theory of math. You don't even need to understand. You don't need to memorise like a fucking typewriter the times tables to know your math. That's what you need to do to pass a fucking test. Why they don't engage? I don't know, maybe it's just me. It engaged me with the principles of math. I sucked it all in, and then once you know the principles and the workings, the math becomes logical, if that makes sense. Instead of like fucking drilling these things into your head like a drill. Anyway, I digress. So I'm talking about the fractals, the patterns you see after the DMT. You see this stuff, man, and you can see how life is. Life is just all one big fractal of everything, man. Like, it's mental. Like, Donald Duck in Mathematical Land. It will blow you away, man. When was that? About the 60s or something? Anyway, so look for the patterns. The patterns behind this guy. A million and one tangents, but hey. Right. Platoon. one thing I've picked up from back in the day about Platoon, it made fucking the Vietnam War look. Was it the Vietnam? It's the Vietnam War, wasn't it? It wasn't the Korean War, right? It was the Vietnam War. It made the Vietnam War look pretty fucking cool. It made you grow up as a young boy when you were watching that, with that programming of what life in the army is and what it isn't and what it's all about. Made it look pretty cool with the good guys, the bad guys, the honourable. I remember being a young guy and dreaming about being in the army. That's no accident. Or was it just me? No accident, because it works on all your basic instincts. Now look at the guys' catalogue. Can anybody see the pattern here? Now, what I want to say here is there is the military-industrial complex, direct connection with them, giving them all sorts of guns, bombs, bullets, here, everything. Make his film look the fucking best. Make that, you know what I mean? Hoorah! United States. Wall Street. Tug Radio, Born on the 4th of July, The Doors, JFK. I mean, can you see that? Heaven and Earth, Natural, but oh fuck, did he do Natural Born Killers? No way. It makes sense now. Now I understand why that got so much in my nut. I loved that film back in the day. Cracking movie, man. Cracking movie, but now I can understand the culture creation behind it. That's disturbing, because it was putting that unchecked violent tendencies, why not, fuck it, principles into people. That's what I took away. I didn't. Nixon U-turn, Any Given Sunday. Maybe he was falling out the club. Alexandra. Right, well, Looking for the Fiddle, World Trade Center. Maybe not. Snowden. Right, so I'm sorry, people who call him just a good guy, touching on important subjects and stuff. I call him bought and paid for by the Pentagon back in 1986. Once the CIA, once the Illuminati, once the Masons, always a Mason. Once in the club, always in the club. And then to see the, I don't know. Sorry, it makes, and then for to come out with this stuff. I'll be honest. I genuinely haven't read the article further than this, so I'm going to do it. I don't give a shit if anybody doesn't believe me. As soon as I seen Oliver Stone Holocaust, I'm like, I know exactly where I'm fitting it into the fucking my debate, and I've went there already. I don't need to debate the article, but anyway, I see this article as part of him yet again interjecting, because he's in the Alex Jones Club, I believe. He's bought. Oh man, look at his kid, Oliver Stone. Blowjobbing the Hawks. Go and look for Oliver Stone and the bull crap he done before he was on that stuff, when he was launching himself in this genre on the Alex Jones show. Oh, laughable. Even back then, I was pissing my pants. They were driving around and going, oh no, the Illuminati's phoning me on the phone. Kid you not, I could not even exaggerate it more. I wish. Anyway, Jewish control of the media is preventing free Holocaust debate. Right, it sounds very, very reasonable to me. Outspoken director says new film aims to put Adolf Hitler, who is called an easy scapegoat in the past, in his due historical context. Right, sounds reasonable to me. Sounds reasonable to me. Let's play devil's advocate. Hear me, Richie Allen. Let's play devil's advocate, real devil's advocate. Put yourself this is playing up to the Alex Jones crowd and the people who want to debate stuff about the Holocaust, right? So people who are like myself, I'd want to blowjob this guy right now. But what's it doing to the other side? What's it doing to the other side? Now, when I say the other side, I'm not saying like, oh, the devils, the bad people, oh! Just the other side who are unfortunate enough, in my humble opinion, to have gobbled up the bullshit, making them come to the conclusion that people that want to ask questions about the Holocaust are devils, or whatever way you want to dress it up. You see what I'm saying here? This is like throwing a fucking petrol bomb in a fucking fire fucking station. No. No. A petrol bomb into a petrol station, not a fire station. The fact it's coming out through her rats as well. This alone, you could probably say it was something took out of context and stuff, but again, go and show the pattern that I'm showing there. The guy has been nothing but a stick poking the fucking bear all the time. Now, go and watch all his movies and show me any genuine truth in them. Platoon being the one to start about. Go and show any genuine truth about the Vietnam War through his film Platoon. Apply that same rule to all his movies, from The Doors, JFK, all, right? Read between the lines, see what his movies could be, possibly be getting used for as part of some MK Ultra mind control thing using fucking TV and media and stuff, which is probably real. Well, MK Ultra is very real, but it's a capture all thing to explain that. And tell me, I don't know, again, am I crazy for actually seeing that stuff? Right, done Russell the Brand, AMTV, done all that shit. Look, very easy to do MTV. Click link below. Click link below.
North Korea test fired a ballistic missile.
Oh, 17,000 views on a thing that you put up. Click link below. See what he's doing? Go to his channel. He's now no longer putting content up on YouTube because they ain't paying his ass. Says it all, really. Is it about the info, or is it about the ching? It ain't all about the ching. Anyway, am I boring too many people yet? Is there actually anybody still listening? Aye, few people. Mike, 50 minutes. I want to check on this again, man. Why not?
What really happened with your host, Mike Rivero. The history of the government.
Their need. Very good article. Very good article. Their need. All right, let's grab a phone call from Fred in Iowa. Aloha. Welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
Mike, can you hear me okay?
I hear you just fine.
Are you aware of the editorial on the April 17th by Paul Craig Roberts, Government of Morons?
Yes, it was one of his better articles. He writes very, very good articles, and we link to him all the time. We've even had him on the show on one occasion.
And that would be Paul Craig Roberts, because Americans have this inability to say the word Craig properly. You know, the whole American race is retarded in the ability to pronounce the word Craig. I won't hold it against them. I ain't part of the eugenics club. I won't want to kill all Americans because they're genetically retarded and can't say the word Craig.
Yeah, I think it was excellent. Speaking of idiots and morons, you know, an idiot or moron, the height of that is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome.
Up. You see him like a wee... Oh, shit, this guy said something! Oh, God! I don't know. Like, again, maybe he's just seen something on the screen that's up there and stuff. But
yeah.
Okay. Who in the hell voted for him? Us, the people, and RBN callers and listeners. So who are the bigger morons?
Well, we voted not for Donald Trump. We voted for a change in the course of...
Just that whole statement there alone, we voted. Man, no man is any man to speak for another man. Right? It doesn't work that way. And anybody who tries to speak for other men, they ain't being honest. So this is appeasement. This is manipulation.
The nation, and we didn't get it. And the lesson we've all learned from that is we are...
The lesson we have all learned, he's telling you at home who fucking listened to this prick and then voted for some cunt, the lesson that you should even learn for his mistakes. Ain't that beautiful? I go and jump off a fucking cliff, come back to me, and I'll also tell you the lesson you need to learn for jumping off the cliff. Well, the lesson you need to learn is next time I tell you to jump off the cliff, do a wee bit more fucking with vigour, and you won't hurt yourself.
Living in a dictatorship, and who's in the Oval Office is not really in control.
And how many elections has it took you to get to that conclusion, Mike?
Oh, didn't we learn that from Reagan and Bush as the first, and Clinton, and then Bush again, and then Obama?
Very good point, my friend. Mike's getting some real good callers now, calling him out on his hypocritical bullshit and his repetition of the same shite which defines insanity, but yet he still defends it.
Obama?
Yeah, but what would be happening right now if Hillary had won the White House?
Oh, your pants would be extra shitty by now.
We'd be further along into the new war.
Yes! You can't really prove a fucking negative, so you can't prove that one way or the other, so what he's saying there is just sound good bullshit. Hillary didn't win, so there's no way of proving where we would be. That's conjecture, but he's going to use conjecture to make you believe in his stuff. You see how you can actually use their own tools against them? See, it sounds crazy, but you can learn a lot from these people, Mike included, Alex Jones included, all these alternative morons out there. You can learn a lot from them because they use very good tools and tactics to allow you to disseminate the opposite side. Now, as a good magicians, what they want you to do is believe in their magic, so you're just using that shit on other people. They don't want you to apply the same rules to their shite. So apply the same rules that Alex Jones wants you to apply elsewhere to him. Same with Mike Rivero. Look what should be there and isn't. Right? What should be here for Mike is, I don't know, some sort of what should be here for Mike is a lot of the things that he spoke about, agreed upon before in the past. The principle that the government's null and void, they ain't living up to the contract, they're fraudulent. But vote for Trump. Vote for Trump. That's the magic trick.
And so I would be very hesitant to say that people were being morons. They're being cheated.
We got the GB or GD, whatever it is, transsexual in office right now because he is the epitome of what Hillary Clinton wanted to do. I didn't vote, period. And I probably will never vote again in my life.
Good man. Never vote.
Well, I never voted. It only seems to encourage the bastards. But right now we're realizing our democracy is basically we get...
Did he just say he never voted? Did he? I missed that. He couldn't say he didn't vote. Surely he couldn't say he didn't vote.
Democracy is basically we get to vote whether we're going to get hit
Well, we got
Sorry.
the GB or GD, whatever it is, transsexual in office right now because he is the epitome of what Hillary Clinton wanted to do. I didn't vote, period, and I probably will never vote again in my life.
Well, I never voted. It only seems to encourage the bastards.
I never voted. My fucking lord. This guy manifested so much consent and got so many people to vote for Trump, and then he didn't even vote for the cunt himself. Is that what you just said there? Or is he just making this?
But right now we're realizing...
And he said the word bastards.
Our democracy is basically we get to vote whether we're going to get hit with the left fist or the right fist, and then...
The left, right, paradigm!
Charged for the privilege, as it were. Our elections are always the lesser of two evils, and it's still evil, and it's a stupid way to be running the country.
But vote for Donald Trump because he's the lesser of two evils. The guy cannot fucking detract. I watched him for consistently on the run up to that fucking election. This is what made me really fall out with Mike Rivero. The flag that he was flying for Trump, we have to vote, he will turn it, he could turn it, he will do it, he will do this, he will do that, he will polish your balls and your shaft at the fucking same time. The shit that this guy was saying, and now he's trying to fucking backtrack, save face, instead of calling I was a stupid cunt.
I said this years ago when I went to when Bush was running, and then oh, for criminy sake, in your moment. But anyhow, I said to the people at the Republican convention here in Iowa, in my small town, you keep voting.
Senior moment, senior moment. I'm going to keep using that for my brain fart from now on. Some more.
For the lesser of two evils, what the hell do you get? Evil, and then more evil, and then more evil with every election. We haven't elected a president in over 100 years. Would the idiot ever get this? And that includes RBN.
This includes RBN, Republic Broadcasting Services.
And listeners. Think about what the hell I said and am saying.
Well,
I'm deliberately mirroring him, by the way, because I think it's very telling when he's getting told off and he's nervous. He refers to this. I'm taking it very serious, and it just reminds me of
Well, I'm thinking about it, and I agree with much of it, but I'm not going to insult our listeners and our readers because we're...
He agrees with much of it. I don't think this guy's that stupid. He worked for fucking NASA. This guy's built stuff I can't even pronounce. Telescopes. Right, anyway. The other thing, these are the things that make me over time fall out with fucking Mike. 12242.
What really happened with your host?
You're one of the last bastions.
Amounted to false advertising. If you buy our...
Nah, it's not as accurate as you'd like. Oh, done.
Let's take some phone calls here. Mo in Florida.
He was getting some really interesting phone calls. I think it's a lot of people waking up to his bullshit and seeing how he responds to them. It's been brilliant.
Aloha, welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
Oh, Michael, thank you so much for taking my call. I really appreciate it. You know, you're one of the last bastions of truth and, you know, honesty out there, and you're a true patriot. And I know you don't like accolades, but I'm just gonna say a piece and then get your response. And
oh, I remember this what this is now. Right, so he calls him the last bastion of freedom and all that. Then the guy comes out and makes one of the best points you'll ever hear in alternative media. One you'll hear me singing since the day I ever heard the word Bitcoin. And then Mike coming out and absolutely just refuting what the guy says, even though he says an absolute...
You know, you say all wars are bankers' wars. That's totally true. But, you know, I'm thinking in 2008, when Bitcoin was started, you know, I told a bunch of people, and I never bought any. I was, you know, I just, you know, figured if anything is, you know, that, you know, what a revolutionary transformation in currency. And my question to you is, and you're the perfect guy to ask this because you're, you know, technological background, and that is that, you know, if you look at the back in, you know, Aaron Russo.
Yes.
When he talked about Rockefeller telling everybody's going to get chipped. Don't you think? I mean, it's not even, to me, I see it. It's the first stage. Bitcoin is the cryptocurrency, is the first stage before getting chipped.
Ding! Yes, and look at my... Oh! Oh! This is when, like, the memes out there of him looking like a wee Jewish cunt really bounce into my nut. For an intelligent guy to just absolutely discount what this person's saying right now, he can't... For a guy that wants to try and sell you gold and fucking silver and diamonds, shiny, 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 tells you how bad the Federal Reserve is, but tells you how good Bitcoin is. Oh, but look, I just get spammed the other week. I'm an old man and I don't know. I get... It's insecure. It's insincere. Please. I hope I can find this, because this isn't even like. This is kinda. What's that popping up? That's not me. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was looking for. See, this is why I'm so paranoid about losing my YouTube fucking... Oh no, please tell me the links are below. Oh, beautiful. Trues, and that isn't anything to do with Russell Brand. It's a fucking evangelical fucking... Alrighty YouTube, another stupid mob over there. And I hate to say, I told you so. Right, is this going to... Yeah, it's showing me. Right, this is what you want to... This is what I want to show you. I'll leave a link for this. If you look at the Financial Times a few times, it will ask you to pay money. Stick the headline in a search bar and look for the results. But Bitcoin gave birth to Bitchain technology. Bitchain technology is the new one world global digital currency. They're putting it in, it's been put in place. Banks are resolving transactions, interbanks transactions. Nothing that us peons need to worry about, but banks between themselves are resolving transactions through Bitchain technology, a digital currency. Nothing physical. Oh my god, man, this is happening right in front of our eyes. Look at the date on this. When was this out? I can never find the date on these, actually. They always fucking hide it. It's a conspiracy! Fucking easiest way is going to this then, isn't it? Nearly a year ago, well, in November 2016, talking about the banks, 4 big massive ones, USB, Swiss Bank, Deutsche Bank, Santander, BNY, Mellon and ICAP. And they'll be putting it in place by next year. Next year. We'll have, not Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just the fucking rat in the maze. Bitcoin's been the bullshit that they've allowed out there for people to use to gain all that fucking user data to create something acceptable for the big four banks. Because Bitcoin uses BitChain technology, the big banks are going to be using BitChain technology, right? But oh my God, no!
And it's you know, you look at gold. You know, you see, you know, gold is, you know, like you say, you know, and you know, anybody that follows the gold market knows that gold has no, you know, counterplay. I mean, it's, if you own your physical gold, you have no counter, you know, risk. And with Bitcoin,
how can you own your Bitcoin?
It's all on the internet. It's the first step to me towards the
right. This is his tail. See that? That's his tail when he's shilling. When he's really racking his brains how to deflect and change away or just not talk about the topic. What this guy is saying is absolutely on the button. I could not agree a million times more. Mike Rivero worked for NASA, builds fucking telescopes, tells you to buy gold, but won't fucking conflate this to that.
Getting chipped, to being, you know, to accept it. Well, how come they're not fighting it? You know, and you're the perfect guy to ask this question. I think Bitcoin is the precursor to being chipped. Aaron Russo, you know.
Not that it is. It's been proven to be. It's the precursor to a one world digital currency. Whether it's on your phone, a ring, a bracelet, it's that trip, 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 trip. Over here in the UK, we've got wireless, contactless bullshit. It's unbelievable.
We were trying to bring about a...
Yes, we were trying a real one.
You know, it's so obvious to me. And I'll wait your response.
Okay, well, it's not obvious to me.
It's not obvious to you. You're a fucking old retard then, you bastard. You should fuck off back to your Jewish wife and fucking start fucking shilling for fucking Judonia again then, you prick. That is very, very, very fucking telling for me. This is the gatekeeper. He'll get you angry about Israel and the Jews, but then won't let you entertain the idea that Bitcoin is a one world digital currency when Bitcoin, aka BitChain technology, is the one world digital currency. Not fiction. Fact. Getting put in place next year. Already in place within Asia, within interbank transactions. But this wee fat prick that worked for NASA.
We do know that
The perfect guy to ask this question. I think Bitcoin is the precursor to being chipped. Aaron Russo. So, it's so obvious to me. And I'll wait your response.
Okay, well, it's not obvious to me. We do know that there is a general attitude of wanting people to accept being chipped as a form of ID for all financial transactions debit card transactions, credit card transactions. To basically get us away from the plastic, which can be stolen from your pocket and used. Of course, the possibility of your hand being sliced off and used is certainly a real probability. Out there. I don't think that Bitcoin in and of itself was intended to lead toward the chipping. But certainly, if the chipping were to occur, Bitcoin would be part of that process because ID and security is very, very important to that. Right now, the current Bitcoin exchange.
And that's the meaning of life. See, it's funny how the Illuminati constantly censor me. It's not that I'm pressing the wrong button at the wrong time and muting myself or anything like that. No. The Illuminati is down here directly pushing buttons.
I looked at it briefly, and to me it was just a lot more trouble than it was really worth. And I know there's the so-called Bitcoin mining so that the wealth creation is distributed. But I think the Bitcoin mining may have actually been a crowdsourced key breaking system because everyone knows about public key cryptography.
Well, do we? Everybody knows. I didn't have a fucking clue.
And it's
so again, right? Like everybody knows, and then says something you don't know about, making you feel inferior, and then less likely to actually question what he's on about because he's put it out there that everybody knows about it. I mean, this is the applied psychology of masterminds. But ain't that quite mastermind? Because I'm stupid and I can see through it.
One way. You can get from the private key to the public key, but you can't get from the public key back to the private key. That's not exactly true. With enough computer power, you can, in fact, find the private key.
Are you confused yet? Because I'm sure the guy's point was Bitcoin is the precursor of you getting a chip inside your nut or your finger. Now this guy's talking about public key, private key, up a bit, down a bit, left a bit, right a bit, gigabits, the hertz.
From the public key. And I think that was a big part of what the so-called Bitcoin mining system was all about. Okay?
No, not okay. You talked about the Bitcoin mining thing being all about and the guy tried to relate it to be getting chipped. You completely deflected his whole point. You fat wee egg-looking motherfucker.
No, that's true, Michael, but, you know...
But that's not my point.
You can put all your Bitcoins on a thumb drive. What's smaller than a thumb drive? Just an implant? That's right up their alley. You know, you go from having your...
Get it implanted right up your alley. Good idea. You're going to get your asshole scanned.
Your wealth on a thumb drive at Bitcoin to having your wealth on a implant in your skin.
Well, it's possible, and it's one application, but I don't think Bitcoin in and of itself is supposed to be the gateway to the chipping. Again, there are so many...
No. You batter into the one world digital currency. It's not a gateway to the chipping. The chipping itself is just they built up into biblical fear bullshit with the mark of the beast and all that as well. But nah, don't worry about that. Just you go out and fucking get your Bitcoin. One world digital currency. Nah, no alarm bells.
Many other areas of financial endeavor that want to use this. Mo, we got to take a break for commercials. Thank you very much.
You're breaking up, Mo. You're breaking up, Mo.
To the phone call, we will be right back.
Lovely wee timing there for his break. But anyway, there was Mike. Let's have a look at AJ.
The Alex Jones Show. Because there is a war.
You know, this is a spiritual battle. It's like a movie. It's like The Matrix, where Agent Smith is everywhere and they can just activate through any...
This isn't a movie. It's not The Matrix. This is reality. It's not Infowars. It's not a YouTube video. This is really going on. And these people are trying to make you feel like you're in a fucking comic book. They make you want to make you think you're in V for Vendetta. They make you want you to fucking... This is biblical shit, man. It's not. This is your life, man.
Anybody he wants, and suddenly they become Agent Smith. I mean, I've got people literally just coming out of the woodwork to bring us down, flipping out, you name it. But you know what? People are coming out of the woodwork to also counter that, like it's Fight Club or something. So people are really showing their true colors right now.
Yeah, there's a red team over here and a blue team over here, and we're going to just fight to the death. Woohoo! Everyone's a winner, baby, that's for sure.
There's a spiritual battle happening on this planet. Marie Le Pen...
Isn't a spiritual battle happening on this planet? There's a war on for your mind. I made that up myself. I didn't steal it from anybody. A war on for your mind, man. But there really is a war on for your mind and your loyalty and your alliances, man. And there's very few people out there, without dressing it up and telling you who else they support, they're telling you to think for yourself. And if you think for yourself, you will not come... a lot of people won't come at the same conclusions as this fat prick. A lot of the same people won't come at the same conclusions as Chunk Yogurt. Come to your own conclusions, real conclusions.
Is up in the polls. She's neck and neck in many polls, despite the fact that the French government's trying to spin polls against her, and it said it's the French government's job to defeat her.
These polls tell us we're winning. These polls tell us we're lies. These ones are real. These ones are fake. Ah! I got the documents.
French election week, Le Pen closing gap with Macron in many polls. It's up on Infowars.com. Here's a John Bound report breaking it all down. Why is Infowars under such mega attack? Well, we know why. We're promoting nationalism, free market capitalism,
They're promoting nationalism?
Local sovereign control.
Local sovereign Zionist control.
And comparing that to unelected globalism.
And comparing that to the slightly lesser evil cunts over there.
Is very easy and very popular.
Yes. Oh, people always very popular over the lesser of two evils.
And they...
Right, you know what? I need to go for a pish. So I'm going to play a bit of this and listen to it.
Or on. For your mind.
For your
Go
mind.
ahead and talk to David in New Hampshire. David, thanks for holding her on the air. Hey, Dave, how you doing? You want to talk to New Hampshire?
Yeah, there was just like a little cutout that just happened. Yeah, I want to... Can you hear me?
I sure can.
All right, thank you, sir. I just wanted to talk about Trump and about how I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed in Trump, but more so I'm disappointed in myself. And the reason why I'm disappointed in myself is knowing all the information that I know, knowing about false flags, knowing about the deep state. Why did I indeed fall for the trap, which was so cleverly played upon all of us, and I voted for Trump? Trump is the best option by far. Way better than Hillary by a mile. But as the last caller said, Carlos, I would say Trump will have books written about him for decades to come. He is probably the most clever and most manipulative president that we've had since F.E.A.R. But in that same vein, he is just as dangerous as F.E.A.R. Dangerous in the fact that he is so good at divide and conquer. We, the Trump supporters, are looking at the media as the enemy. The media is calling him the enemy. The media is calling us the enemy. The media is calling you the enemy. We're looking at you and wondering if you're the enemy. You know, some Alex people who watch your show, or you know, who've done that to you for years. All of us are looking at each other, and we don't know what is up and what is down.
Sure. Well, let me break down what's up and what's down, and I appreciate your call. You can judge what I've done by the fruits of the liberty movement, globalism, and trouble. But regardless, you know you're good, so you should take political action and be involved. We're devastating globalists. We're exposing their unelected, unaccountable planetary system.
I'm going to come down there.
They hate it. They absolutely hate it. Trump is basically taking over their system. That's why they legitimately hate him. He's doing so much good that we can be excited about, but then he's doing some bad things, and but to not differentiate that,
Trump is
and to
good.
say we got conned by Trump. We didn't think Trump would be perfect, but we knew he was better than Hillary. We just
Now, Alex Jones, Mike Rivero, polar opposites of they're completely different. Same message. Same message. Can you hear? Can you hear the same message? See the same pattern? The golden ratio? The pattern that's in everything getting played out yet and yet again? The fractal of the fucking fractal of the fractal? I mean, learn the patterns and you can call it out.
got a great Supreme Court justice. The economy's coming back. Nationalism's here.
And when the blood rocking beats. Just want to quit that a wee bit, man, just in case fucking copyrighted stuff.
Wind, water, go planet!
Go planet.
I feel like a fool, the caller said, for voting for Trump. Trump has over-delivered on his Supreme Court pick, on the stock market, on sovereignty, on pulling out of the TPP, on bringing back all these jobs, on moving to renegotiate NAFTA and GATT, on standing up. He's an American president, on cutting UN funding by 50%. But it doesn't mean that he's going to be everything we want, but he's an American president. And then the caller was saying, well, he's divided and conquered us. David Gergen has come out, advisor to 5 presidents, and said Trump is the most divisive president
I'd like you to notice as well, he's talking about things that we didn't hear from the caller, unless I'm just being a bit of a spastic. But I do believe that's because bits have been cut out. I know for my people that watch, not the Infowars Nightly News, will be aware that Alex Jones and his channel regularly delete content that he's getting too much heat or flack from.
ever seen. Well, you got the media at the correspondence dinner saying their job from the podium is to topple a presidency and to bring down Trump. That's the headline. For journalists, annual dinner serves up catharsis and resolve to topple the president. They're radicals saying kill the president, topple the president, go after his supporters, beat him up, ban him off the internet. That's what the New York Times is saying. And that's okay. And
That's
then Trump
okay.
says the media is the enemy. The globalist corporate media is the enemy. I've experienced this the last 3 weeks. Total attack. Total lies. I'm in a deposition. They say, what's the name of all your children's teachers? I name all of them but 2. Then it's in court that I don't know the name of my nanny. I say, that's not true. It's the teachers. Pull up the transcript. They pull it up. It's 2 teachers. It goes on Colbert. I don't know the names of my children. You go, oh, that's just comedy. No, people then believe it. And they run headlines everywhere in the news. Doesn't know the names of his children.
So he's got a problem with Colbert doing a bit of satire, but when he does satire, it's all good. Hold on a sec, man. I actually need to... Because this is what you've got here again. He's a liar! No! He's a liar! He's a liar! He's a liar! Sausages! Sausages! You know, that's literally what you've got. You've got the fucking liars, calling each other liars and trying to proclaim that they're less of a liar than the last liar. And nobody's pointing out, hello, they're all fucking liars.
I had a press conference Friday.
And a Big Mac on Monday.
That was the headline of the Huffington Post. Alex Jones calls a press conference, tell the media they suck. I did. And they wouldn't get anything I said or anything I did right. They know they're there deceiving. That's their job. They think it's funny what they're doing. And it tears my guts out. It absolutely tears my heart out to see that this is where we've gotten and this is where this country is. And I'm just here promoting Americana, hoping Trump's right. Trump is doing bad saying they're going to go after Assange. That's crazy. When that's who got him elected more than anybody. And I list the things Trump does that are bad. But I'm not sitting here then saying it's Hillary Clinton because it's so much better. But I'm not here to even defend Trump. I'm not even here to do that. I'm just here promoting Americana and free market and what made this country great against the authoritarian, unelected system of globalism. That's all I stand for. And that's why I'm under attack, because I'm promoting things that are common sense and that are good, and I'm pointing out.
Now, very early on, I mean, see if when a man and a woman fought and there's kids involved, man, that's the most horrible fucking thing ever. And, oh man. I'd never fucking, I don't know, me personally, I would never use that kind of shit, because it's no... Coming from a place of understanding, I'd never use a way, I would never use that as a way of slagging off that big fat jabber the hot motherfucking lying cunt. So, out of all the things I would throw at him and stuff, the bull crap that's going on between him and his kids, I wouldn't go there that he say that he was an unfit parent unless I knew that he was actually like murdering the kids or anything. And even through all his crazy bullshit and all that, and the fact that like we're like polar opposites where we are coming from and stuff, I don't know, man. I've got a fucking heart. I still wouldn't deprive that dude of his own children. Who, man? That's just the... I don't think anybody should be able to deprive any man or woman of their own kids, man. And I apply that to him, and I know he hasn't lost custody, and it's just woman being woman at the end of a messy relationship, isn't it, man? And it can get messy. And out of all the things I will use against this guy, that's probably going to be one of the least. I'll probably throw a wee jibe in every now and again, but...
How ridiculous it is.
I've got a lot of understanding with that, around that situation.
When they still put Brian Williams on TV, who's a known liar, to criticize yours truly and explain how I'm fake news. And then have them without a video clip.
He's a liar telling me I'm a liar! Right, so a known liar, Alex Jones, talking about how a known liar has put on news, talking to him about how he's a liar. He's a liar! No, he's a liar! So just simplify it. It's what we're getting here.
Me or anything say, Jones says he's an actor and fake. When I get asked in court, when you wear a lizard mask, do you really believe? And I go, that's a joke. Oh, so everything you do is fake? No.
God, it goes over the same shit again and again and again. Let's get back to this bullcrap. Le Pen. America first. I only care about America. Now let's go and check in on the politics of France.
They know we're exponentially growing, so they want to shut us down.
They know how big my cock is.
As a way to intimidate everybody else and as a way to set a precedent. As I said earlier, first authoritarian movements shut down the independent press that is criticizing the power structure. It begins to actually persecute and go after people claiming they're spies or involved in espionage. They admit in the news 3 months ago, congressional hearings, I'm under criminal investigation for actually being a Russian spy.
It's been a cozy relationship from the beginning.
I will not let you down. You will be very, very impressed, I hope. And I think we'll be speaking a lot.
Donald Trump and Alex Jones.
The nation and all of our freedoms hang by a thread, and the military apparatus of this country is about to be handed over to scum, who are beholden to scum, Russian scum.
You got all that?
It's also what happens when you listen to the radio host, Alex Jones. I don't know what happens in somebody's mind or how dark their heart must be.
Oh, God. Dark! Evil! They're evil and we're not. We're good, they're bad. I mean, beggars belief to me how any motherfuckers ever fell for any of this shit over time. It's all a bunch of crap. Is anybody genuinely honest enough to be able to like look at another man or woman and go, right, you're 100% good, you're 100% evil? Like, the fuck? I consider myself a good person. I've done fucked up shit. And I know people aren't a good person. I think good people, I know there are good people that have done fucked up shit, man. It's that ever fucking, I don't know, it's how to simplify, how to dumb down a complex situation. Simplify it. Boo.
I began to realize that she is an angel and she wants to help me.
No, you've got to be sent for reprogramming. Hillary,
not reprogramming.
All right.
No, Hillary, save me, Mommy.
Is that one of his pornos?
Russian scum.
The stay behind networks, the deep state operatives, the shadow government that won't leave. Why are they coming after us? Look at Le Pen.
I got an answer. Why are they coming after you so aggressively, particularly right now? Right, because there's one side, one cheek of the arsehole, the old guard, the old world order, the old media. Once you're established, think about it, established, put roots down, you're not going to budge without a fight. And all these wee useful idiot entities over the time have been established, made roots. But now it's time for the new. Some of these roots need to get uprooted. So what's happening now is this new media is getting used by the powers that shouldn't be to harness support to without everybody realising what's happening, whether you're on the right or the left. All this stuff, all this friction, all this conflict, the England, the Scotland, the EU, the Britain, the fucking everything, all this conflict is getting used to smash us apart. Not in the sense of not smashing us apart, but a political wrecking ball is going through the political landscape, and it's all getting reframed. And look how it's getting reframed. The best way to look how it's getting reframed is look at Scotland. Zeke Howe, the SNP. Zeke Howe, the Sturgeon. You have to say that, or you get took away. They come to your door. I fucking live. If you say SNP, Zeke Howe, without doing that, or Sturgeon, Zeke Howe, without doing that, they come and take you away. That's how Nazi the SNPs are. But anyway, let's get back to Alex Jones punting his France.
France's Le Pen.
Zeke Howe!
With a vote a week away. She's now ahead, even in their twisted polls, against...
she's even ahead, even in their twisted polls. Right. Because this is what this guy's going to be doing. This is all this guy's got. And there. I bet you Alex Jones hasn't got money on Le Pen winning. In fact, he'll get money if she wins. Fuck him, let Alex Jones. Me and him will be quids in if Le Pen wins. But I'm trying to use my polls. I'm trying to use my polls. I'm not trying to use my polls. I'm looking for the Wikipedia thing. And then the best place to go and check this, I feel. Check the polls out, but check the odds. Odds are always a good place to start. I get the search going on that. F.E.A.R. odds checker. There we go. Opinion of pause. There we go, man. It's still like she took a 6 point. I think that's the second round there. And after the second round, she's took a 6 point reach increase, but she's still got 10 points to go, man. She's still hovering 41, 42. So she's still got a good 10 points to go. She's at 42 out of 100% points being a percentage. She needs 51% to win. Use the math. But I think she's still at 5s. For people who don't know betting lingo, 5s mean 5 to 1, which means you get £5 back for every £1 you put on, which is fucking longer odds than I got when I put money back on her fucking back in the day. Still a good bet though, I'll tell you, man. Nah, I doubt it'll happen though. I think it's pretty much quigs in that this macaroni guy's going to get in. But if that's anything to go by, there's a lot of punters putting a wee bit of quids on Le Pen. Right, and if there's a lot of punters putting money on Le Pen, which means that our odds are getting dragged back even more, and that's maybe why you can get them as long as 7 to 1. Does that make any sense? Hopefully, I don't know if that makes sense to people. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't make sense to me. But bookies are a good place to go and look at shit. You go and look who owns the bookies and all that shite, man. Usury again, isn't it? It's usury again. It's using money to make money, man. All this stuff traditionally under religions was banned. Every religion apart from Judaism. It's true, man. It's absolutely spot on. That's why they're the money men. That's why they're good with abacuses. I mean, you could go and even look at all the old thing when the money changers. I know people say the money changers think of the biblical shit and just go, that's what they called them back in the day. But they were called the money changers because they used to sit out of their wee stall with their weights with all the money and the shekels. And then even when it was coinage rather than weight, you used to be able to what was it, skim it and stuff, man. All sorts of crap out there. But
her competitor in the runoff. Le Pen's Euro contortions underlined French reluctance to exit.
She ain't front at any polls.
Can Le Pen beat Macron in the French election despite losing in...
Can you see this guy's name right?
In the first round. This is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen, and even if she loses, think of a nationalist, anti-globalist that close to winning.
Even if she loses, think of the Rothschild banker that wins.
That's why they want to punish her. She's under criminal indictment, and they're trying to disqualify her right now. And are saying even if she wins, they're going to arrest her. She's a member of the EU Parliament, so she had immunity. Oh, yeah, the EU gave itself immunity. But now they're trying to strip that immunity.
The fake job scandal involving France's far-right presidential candidate Marine Le Pen could amount to some 5 million euros. According to Agence France Presse, investigators have unearthed new evidence suggesting 17 other Front National deputies are involved, among them her partner Louis Alliot and Front National vice.
Why do they always look like man, maybe I've watched the wrong French porn and all that, but they don't look like fat horrors like that. They can, I don't know, is this what I'm looking for? This is what I see when I see there's a reporter on BBC, and this is what I see when I see Le Pen as well. Klaus from American Dad, is that? What is it? The facial features of a fish, a cartoon fish. God knows how that manifests itself, but it has. Right, finish with that crap.
President Florian Philippot. Le Pen is alleged to have faked her parliamentary expenses to pay her bodyguard and assistant close to €340,000. Earlier this month, French prosecutors asked the European Parliament to lift her immunity from prosecution.
Amens. Amens, a world pool factory.
The word's gone out. Lawsuits, attacks, whatever it takes, we're going to shut. You're going to be shut down. And you know what? If that's what happens, that's what's supposed to happen. It's like the Alamo, baby. I'm never giving in. Victory or death.
Woo! Yeah, tangy tangerine or death. Long live the fucking truth. Long live fucking alternative media, and long death. Like the quicker Alex Jones dies, the better, man. Problem, not solution. Controlled opposition from the start, man. Anyway. And that's who Le Pen and the BBC reporter looks like. Klaus. Right, enough of that. Let's... I'm starving. Oh god, I'm not doing the 20 minutes of this shite. But Ken,
so, we have just arrived...
I'll explain again. Oh my god, you need to sort your audio out. This isn't me. This is this fucking Tim Pool the Fool.
In Berkeley, Luke Radowski.
So smart, he can't fucking be seen without his hat.
We Are Change is here as well. And in a few days, Ann Coulter is going to be...
I don't know if you can hear that. He's got double audio going on and it's annoying. But anyway, this is for no real other reason than just to show the Truther Industrial Complex, how it operates, the cross-promotion, even... Tim Pool's the social justice warrior version of Luke Radowski. Both launched. Go and look where they were launched from, where they made their mark, and it was Occupy. That wee prick went off and worked for Vice and stuff. Tim Pool, Tim Cast. I mean, it's all contrived bullcrap. I mean, I remember one of the earliest things me saying was like, I wanted to be the media I wanted to see. Right? And maybe it was just me. The media I wanted to see was real people being real. None of this contrived bullshit. I'll be honest, man. Like, I will be honest. I'm always honest. I'm always honest. But I used to look back in the day when reality TV came out, man. I was like, wow, man, I love this shit. Because I wanted to. I don't know why. It was like just reality TV. And then within like what the first 2 episodes, you realise it wasn't real. You're like, fuck. And then found myself on the internet doing reality TV. Hey Tim Pool, I love your head, man.
Speaking, we don't.
What about your makeup? Your eyes look so lovely, man.
Really know what's going to happen because they're kind of keeping it hush hush. But
and kind of keeping it hush hush, man.
But the story we're going to talk about
Luke Radowski looks like he's had a few lines.
Today is the YouTube ad apocalypse.
I kid you not, watch this.
because I have gotten a ton of text messages from YouTubers.
I've had a ton of text messages, boyfriend.
With big channels who are telling me that they're seeing
this really, really big channel. Oh shit! Fucking hell, shit! Oh, quick, get the
80% of their ad revenue gone. Luke here, he's got a pretty big YouTube channel. You've got something like 450,000 subscribers, right?
Well, I've been getting hit by this for like years before everyone.
He does look like he's on coke.
Started being affected. They started doing this to me for a very long time, just straight up not communicating, demonetizing content, even you know, PC-friendly content. No matter what it was, there's no explanation.
Even PC-friendly content. As if like you kind of made un-PC-friendly content and PC-friendly content and seen how both ships sailed and see what was the most profitable.
And there's no communication at all.
They've been turning your ads off for years.
Right, to me, we're a pair of bitches bitching about the shit that's been going on for YouTube that's affecting everybody for fucking years. And Luke Radowski talking about it's been affecting him for years. Well, why didn't you speak up then, you wee freak? Why didn't you speak up, you wee fucking freak? I'll tell you why you didn't speak up. Because you changed your content, you wee fucking walloper. Go and look at his content 2 or 3 years ago. Go and look at it now. Or the build up to the adpocalypses these wee two fools are doing. Talking about. You can go and find this yourself, man. I'm not going to upset myself with much more of that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do some Jungle Muppet clips and get out of here. I'll keep the other ones.
Oh, the charade continues.
I honestly, I just make myself feel a wee bit sane and call it a night, and then I think it'll be a good tune. Right, oil is a big scam, and it's true. I mean, look, 83 out of 1,662 cats agree that oil is a big scam. And boom-proof evidence, I'm sure he will offer up.
When a prospective field is being explored, the drill which grinds thousands of feet down into the earth seeks out these telltale signs. At selected intervals, the drill is raised. The dirt and rock which have been forced into the hollow bit are carefully removed. This material is called the drill core. In portable laboratories, right at the site of the test or exploration well, the core
Well, don't know about you, I'm learning little to nothing so far, but
is carefully examined. The fossils found provide
bear in mind this is something produced by Screencast-O-Matic. Go and check it out. Brilliant software, man. Good place to start. Captures your screen. Allows you to make YouTube videos like that. Boom shakalaka. Free software. And he's literally just playing back in our video and going, this ain't real.
important clues, telling the geologist whether he is drilling above, in, or below the strata in which he expects to find oil. Vital information difficult to obtain.
Come on, man.
By other means. Thus,
where's the jungle surf nut?
The knowledge gained from the study of fossils speeds and increases the effectiveness of man's
Is oil, as we know it, quite a big hoax?
Well, hoax. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Throw in the word hoax. Propagate the hoax shit. And you're very likely to lose your moose about this house. You're very likely to get maybe 83 out of 1,622 cats agreeing that, hey, it was a big hoax because you just made some shit up, yeah.
As in deep ground oil, deep
it was a hoax as in deep ground oil, yeah.
sea rigs. Now, I've already done a video on the rigs.
You done a video on the rigs, yeah, so it must be fake, yeah.
Now, I was sent ages ago because of my nuclear energy work.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh my god. His nuclear energy work. This is why it annoys me when people on YouTube use that kind of language, man. It's like, what kind of work do you honestly think you've done, you fucking Looney Tune? How do I find him throwing a bit of wood off a fucking skateboard? How do I find this? Please, it'll be self-evident, I think. It might be even over a year ago. But if you haven't came across this lunatic before, and I do hate to point and laugh at the lunatics and stuff, but sometimes you hope this will actually just be like a couple of wee electrical paddles on his chest going, hold on. Because I kid you not, this guy genuinely up is just delusional. Hold on, here I found it. Beautiful. Rockets don't work in a vacuum skateboard test. Oh, baby. Oh, fucking hell, I love this. This is one of my favourite YouTube clips of all time, as you can see. Where have I got that? Jungle Surfer, fucking some long lost folder somewhere.
Hey, now this just to show you, a lot of people say that
This is Jungle Surfer himself. As you can see, picture of health and best Australian haircut and garb there. And now he's going to show you the best of Australian education. And prove that rockets don't work in a vacuum. And he'll prove that rockets don't work in a vacuum by standing on a skateboard. Yes, he genuinely is as crazy as it fucking sounds. But the guy isn't being... This isn't a joke. You're a girl, dude. What the fuck? That was pretty funny.
make a rocket move, you can move it in a vacuum. It's just a question of mass being thrown out the back, as it were. This. Go forward. Now I'm here to prove to you that very little reaction from that. Here is a mass. I'm on a skateboard, sitting down at the skateboard there.
Now, think of the context of this. My god, I can't even believe I'm taking my time out to actually analyse and break apart this bullcrap. But just in case there's any fucking Fruit Loops out there, fruitcakes, or crazy people that might actually believe this fucking Looney Tune. And Jungle Surfer, if you are watching, don't have nightmares, mate. Fucking you're living one. But think of the context of the video that I'm... The video I was just showing. Look at all the videos he makes, right? Look at the views he gets, and look at the people that he gets agreeing that Michael... I don't know. Everybody's a tranny is one of his favourite things. And he says it, this is the magic that this lunatic has learned. The one small parlour trick, which is a very, very, very strong magic. And he's learned it. And he's using it. But he is just a one-trick pony lunatic. It's like a dog that's learned... It's like a monkey that's... what can you say it like? It's like monkeys that learn shit. You know, they're not quite fucking as switched on as us. But there's a spark there. That's what Jungle's like. Anyway. Hold on. Let's get back to rockets.
You'll see him on the skateboard, right? Whoa. I'd stand on the skateboard if you're not moving. Especially this one, it seems spongy. Anyway, look, watch this, folks. Where have I gone? Nowhere.
Look! I'm not manipulating this. This is on his own channel. This is this Looney Tune doing scientific experiments. This is him proving ye. This is when the meme for retards was going around. I think it was something to do with flat Earth. And Grimm was fucking harping on about it for a bit. So it obviously was like the never-ending Rubik's Cube bullshit. How do you how do you get a supermodel to look an orange juice carton? Tell her it says concentrate on it. I don't know if that's a bit fucked up. But this guy genuinely thinks this is proving that rockets don't work. Look at that, nothing. Right.
Just to show you, a lot of people say that to make a rocket move, you can move it in a vacuum. It's just a question of mass being thrown out the back, as it were, and that will make this go forward.
Oh my god. The lack of intelligence, understanding, and thus fear that space is not real is unbelievable. And of course, I'm shilling for the Illuminati because I think space exists.
Now I'm here to prove to you that very little reaction from that. Here is
And like in his mind, he's just proved this. Look, it's up on his channel. There's actually been 39 people. Who the fuck in the world? Who the fuck in the world? What kind of fucking backward? Sorry man, that's just insulting, but I find it really, 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 like, just if anybody I find it hard to believe there's people that stupid. I think that's what I'm saying. I find it hard to believe there's people that stupid. I'm disappointed in our species.
a mass. I'm on a skateboard. Zoom down at the skateboard there. You'll see him on a skateboard, right? Whoa. I'd stand on a skateboard if you're not moving.
He can't even fucking stand still on a skateboard. Oh, I'm gonna watch this one more time. Okay. I think I'll keep this hangout going long enough until there's nobody watching. I'm having fun.
Hey, now this is just to show you, a lot of people say that to make a rocket move, you can move it in a vacuum. It's just a question of mass being thrown out the back, as it were, and that will make this go forward. Now I'm here to prove to you that very little reaction from that. Here is a mass. I'm on a skateboard. Zoom down at the skateboard there. You'll see him on a skateboard, right? Whoa. I'd stand on a skateboard if you're not moving. Especially this one, it seems spongy. Anyway, look, watch this, folks. Where have I gone? Nowhere.
Onwards, ever onwards. And you got to check the numbers out here. The numbers, my friends,
And that's the meaning of life. I'm a twat. Anyway, so he uses the magic tricks and numerology. The funny thing about this is he uses the time, which a broken clock says the right time twice a day.
A lot of channels won't cover these numbers, and if they do, they'll be like Zach Hubbard. They belt you with that many numbers, and a fair number of parts of what he's saying doesn't really matter. You know, it's a bit of a sort of mixed bag of BS from old Zach. Some things are hoaxes and some things aren't. You know how it is like. Some people are ritually sacrificed, all sorts of rubbish. And you certainly wouldn't cover.
I don't know who he's talking about. But this is a guy that stands on a skateboard and throws a bit of wood off it and uses that as and that's him proving to you and himself that rockets don't work in space.
This probably. We throw a lot of BS in on top of this story. But here's Joss Mandler has called as well and done a video here on Michael Jackson, and I'll just cut this little bit from here. But look, we have 734 and a 7. Just too good, eh?
So what are you alleging that he actually did? He sexually abused me from 7 years old until 14. I know it's a difficult and personal question, but can you be more specific, because you're...
Can you be more specific? Well, I don't know. Maybe I can.
Beat it.
Anyway, right, let's laugh at Jungle Surfer. I'm going to say hi to the chat and then do the off, man. I've hung around far too long. I'm talking, like, I've bored everybody to death. I think there was more people here for the start. Anyway, thanks everybody that has joined, will join, so on and so forth, all the good stuff. If you do appreciate any of the bull crap and get anything from it, man, feel free to stick a wee thumbs up. It is much appreciated. It does help. Well, I think it used to help. I don't know if it helps much now, but back in the day, thumbs up used to help propagate your videos and used to get a few new people checking them out and stuff, so thumbs it up just in case it helps. If you do not mind, feel free to check out the PayPal and Patreon buttons down below. If you do get any value for any of my bull crap, feel free to consider sticking in a few wee quid, man. It's up to yourselves. In the evening, the VidMe channel, all the backups as well. The Google community page, check that out when and as I can, and the other community hopefully shares all the other hangouts on there as well. Daisy's NewsRant Monday to Friday, 6 bells. Soul Excalibur at 6. Soul Excalibur for Cookie on a Monday at 10. Reality Chat on a Wednesday. See Through the Fear Porn on a Friday. And check that stuff out, man. And there we go, down below. What you've got as well is you've got Daisy, a link to Daisy's music, F.E.A.R. Porn. The music he does as well, not only his channel for the NewsRant, but the music as well. Facebag, Twitter, and the YouTubes, and event page. All the good stuff down below. So thanks for watching. Share it with family, friends, and the foe. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Tune in on Friday for See Through the Fear Porn Friday. Tomorrow night is Reality Chat and NewsRant. As I said, up to 6 bells will be shared on the community page. Alrighty, YouTube, thanks for listening. Cheers.
It's a F.E.A.R. it's a F.E.A.R. it's F.E.A.R. come on. It keeps the cheese and the maze and the rats and the race and those peasants in the days like animal police. It's a F.E.A.R. come on.